Now? Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? We're actually live this time. Welcome back to Sunder. If you want to get in the groove with us, we just got done listening to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. So if you want to get in our mood that we just got in exactly right now, but we can't play it on the stream because then we'll get copyrighted, go jam out to that right at this moment.
Hey, can you make a new intro video where my hair is white and not red?
No, because it's from old streams. So my hair is also a different color. So get over it.
Can you update it in like 9 months?
You want me to like CG it over? I'm not George Lucas.
No, it won't be. This costs way too much money to make it red again.
Big shout out to our patrons. We've got Turobot, Mike Salmon, Mama Love and Papa Joy, Josh Travis, Generic Jackal, Arthur Souza, Joshua Jones, Mario Sack, Ostimo the Slow, and Cal the God. Thank you guys for supporting us on Patreon. Big announcement. We just signed a lease for a house. Spencer and I did. And Colton also lives there. And we are going to be moving the stream over there within the next week. So probably won't look any different to you guys. We'll still have the green screens up, but we'll be in a new space and we're super excited. So
there will be cats.
Yep, and
more cats, but calmer cats.
And also expect much more frequent content, as I will be much more easily, readily available to work on the content as I am doing most of the work on the channel. And I will be in my living room, so it'll be a lot easier.
What are autos? $10 Canadian. Play some Waterdeep with my group. Have fun, and I hope you all survive.
Hell yeah, awesome! I love Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Go for it.
Also, K-Cook, $2.
Ooh.
Who is sex?
Who is sex?
How did my father offend them?
Offended them.
Oh, that's a bit of a story right there.
Peters.
Who's who?
He said, "Hello, say my name." His name is Ben Peters.
Become a patron.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's almost like his name. It's close.
Well, I didn't say thank you to him or anything.
Oh, that's fine. Well, that's the whole thing they get with the tier is, you know, audible sounds of their
I retract
names.
his name.
Yeah.
Go in and just bleep it
Just
out.
bleep it out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's what Logan's doing. Logan's in the back being our bleeper.
The nut button is our bleeper.
Oh, yeah. Nut. Over whenever we say anything. Be so funny. Anyways, let's jump right into this game, y'all, unless we have... Do we have any more announcements or anything?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah. That's more like a PSA than it is like an announcement.
It's an announcement, too.
No, I don't think so. Let's get right into this game. Who remembers what happened last time? You do? Why don't you recap us?
Why do you think I didn't raise my hand?
As it happens, Vincent got too cocky while speaking to an archdevil through Cindy. And now we might get our asses beat.
That's a pretty good recap.
Thank you. We're also under the ocean. I'm scared.
Mike Salmon, $20.
Salmon.
I probably caught up, you guys, and I can finally be around to get my name correct. It's pronounced salmon.
It's salmon?
Yes, that's why I said salmon.
What? I'm confused by your
Also,
name.
he's fully caught up now.
Oh my god, that's incredible. Great job. Sorry you've had to listen to us for this long, but glad you're caught up, man.
Also, apparently YouTube thinks the audio bitrate quality is 0, but everyone says it's fine, so I have no idea what's going on.
No, let us know if we sound like garbage.
Atlantica got a sword and Clad died.
Clad.
Clad. That's pretty much what happened.
He got brought back to life.
No,
Yeah.
Clad is a different guy.
That is the archdevil.
Well, sorry, I will make sure to say salmon from now on. My brain does not want to read it like that because the fish is different.
Well, he's not a fish.
Sorry, you're not a fish. You're a guy. Anyways, yeah, that's a pretty accurate.
20 minutes before this.
Oh shoot!
Oh my god. Damn.
Are you okay?
To you or to fish?
Are you okay?
How do you feel? I legitimately want to know how you feel after watching all of that
How
Sunder.
long did it take you to do
I'm really, concerned for
Yeah.
your health.
Think salmonella.
Because this is a lot for us. We enjoy playing this game.
Like, you
We're
might
gonna
need
play
to
once a week.
take a break, have some water.
You okay? But yeah, that was a pretty good recap. Basically, the Wanted Wanderers had decided to, in Colton's words, bum rush fuck Garyon. That's for Kappa right there. That's to make sure that we're
That was
PG-13.
2 games ago.
Yeah, and well, they defeated him last game, but he also died. They brought him back to Eregia and revived him. Everything is fine and dandy. You guys spent a couple days in Eregia figuring out what your plans are going to
Not
be.
gonna let his parents know.
No, yeah, did not let any of them
Don't
know.
tell anybody.
Not even his parental figure.
Yeah.
So,
Olivier is looking down at us like, what did you guys do? I told you to watch him.
Class came up to the heavens and Olivier sent him back.
Get
Get out of here. And so you guys decided to chase after the lead of Atlantica City, trying to figure out what the hell is going on there as bodies are rising up from the ocean. And don't know what's happening. And Atlantica's hair is turning dark and she's getting dreams from this creature named Erebus. And as you made your way to the bottom of the ocean, back to your home, teleported your way in, snuck around the city, you found undead everywhere, floating throughout the waters and infesting the city. Until you fought a death tyrant and some sea zombies, until you found a gleaming sword that Atlantica promptly attuned to, becoming a magic anime girl and angel on her own, who can fly, has long hair, and is even hotter than she was before.
We send her back.
And in the next room, you guys discovered that Erebus was there, and she was having a meeting with what looked like Zariel and Titivilus, and Vincent, being full of himself, was like, ha ha, and hit a little bit to where you guys were, and they were like, hey, Zariel says, it's my sword, give me that back.
And Mike Salmon discovered all of that.
Salmon,
Sorry,
idiot.
Salmon. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
Be nice to each other.
Discovered all of that in at the end of only 3 weeks to watch the entire thing.
Yeah, been a little while for us, so we got to recap.
No, he watched all of Sunder in 3 weeks.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I've been enjoying it while working on my own D&D campaign during downtime. I drink water all the time, because like the fish, I need water.
Very nice. Well, how interesting. You crammed all that into 3 weeks into your head. For me, it's like over the course of years.
You
So
probably know more than I do because I came in halfway through and I didn't watch anything. So it's
at
like,
this exact moment, Mike Salmon knows more about Sunder than I do. Just because it's been like a week and a half for me. Oh, sweet! Our sound computer has opened up the Xbox game bar. Thanks, Microsoft. Anyways.
Oh shit, it's the Runesmith.
Runesmith out here.
I want food. What are you making, boy?
Anyways,
Rice and fries.
Oh,
didn't you order Chipotle?
I did.
Sorry, fries. I'm McDonald's on the way.
So,
Better than Long John Silver's.
there's not much of a difference. there, buddy.
it's really
I said
not.
moderately better. I
It's
didn't
like
say
that,
it was a
yeah.
lot better.
Anyways, we had
Also,
left.
I should have ordered Long John Silver's just for the fish.
You ordered and are having delivered McDonald's.
You guys didn't want to stop on the way here.
As we left off last game, Zariel and Titivilus moving directly towards you in the middle of this water tunnel, glass surrounding all of you. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry, he's an archdevil, so I gotta be like wanted wanderers. Roll
Can
initiative.
I reroll because you didn't say the real thing?
No.
Oh.
You gave him first.
No, I got better. Which sucks. Hey guys, don't let go of
Atlantica.
me. Please stay where you are.
19.
Curia.
16.
Claz.
15.
Vincent.
14.
Whew.
Okay.
Would you?
There you go. You can see it.
Wow.
16, 15, 14.
Why do you give her the whole thing?
Oh,
So
she's
it's
first.
Archduke.
Oh.
Zariel with Avernus. Because
Because there's also Zariel, and that's just her stat block from Mordenkainen's. This is her stat block from Baldur's Gate.
Oh god.
Weird flex, but okay.
I
Yep.
just I was like, oh.
Jacob's like, hey Colton, guess what? You don't have the same stat block anymore. I've used Zariel's stat block before. I don't
yeah.
remember like any of it.
All right. So
This will be familiar for us.
she looks over and
Here's where I moderately dropped the knowledge that being underwater means that we only take half damage from fire attacks.
We're not.
you're not
No,
underwater.
I wanna
What
dro-
Damn it, we're not.
I wanna drop the knowledge that we can see their hit points on this.
You can.
Yes.
Oopsies.
Oh, we can absolutely see the hit points on them.
I was like,
That's a scary number.
Is that her hit points? Wait, that can't possibly be. And then I looked down.
It's her AC.
You can see my hit points as
It's
well.
it's her AC.
Uh-oh.
500 AC. Good luck.
You can only hit on a crit, and even then it's a 50-50 shot.
It's off now, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit, go
Don't
back.
worry about those numbers. Alright,
by
so
those
she
I know, I was just like,
she looks to all of you, and you watch as you hear the clink down on her left hand of the flail that replaces her left hand, and the massive warhammer in her right. She turns to look to all of you, and she immediately, almost like breaking the sound barrier, flies directly forward, eyes focused on Atlantica. She moves directly over towards you, and she's pulling.
I was like, oh no.
She's pulling back. I think it's called Matalotok, her warhammer, and she's swinging back. And she goes over to hit you just up the side of the face.
Dude, parry that shit. That'd be awesome.
Please do. She has
We'll see.
insane.
Yeah.
Oscar and Kiri are getting
22.
flashbacks.
Can you parry that?
It gets fucking parried.
With her sword.
With her own sword.
Cool. So she
with
goes
her own
over, and her
sword.
own sword. As the two of you kind of block both sides of it, and we cut into a QTE moment. Spam square as she's just staring down at you, her eyes aflame, and she takes her flail and goes to hit you with it. That one's a 28.
I wanted our heads.
And that's going to do 17 piercing plus 36 fire.
Yeah, we got fucked up last
That's
time.
43 total,
Okay.
right? No, it's 53.
I don't know, I like 42 better.
Yeah, I like 42 better.
It's a better number.
What about 41?
Hey Siri, what's 17 plus 36?
53.
Oh, thank you. 53, right?
I wish she had hair.
She doesn't, and get over it.
I
It's so
understand why
sad.
she doesn't have hair. And I think that it's pretty cool that she doesn't.
You're
have
at 55 health?
Yeah, it's so sad because I have a ring of fire resistance on me. I'm just not attuned to it right now.
Oh. You feel the burning sensation of the flail kind of fly across you and hit you, and she rears back and whips it back over towards her. But in the moment, she has the moment to stop the attack, and she looks over you and meets your eyes, and she says, "Give it back." She hits you again. 23.
Okay.
That's another 53 damage.
Jesus.
Yep, hey, remember?
How much health are you at?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm at
this is just
a
like
grand
last
total of
time.
2.
Like,
2?
I went from max health to 2.
Atlantica's not looking too good. But it's Atlantica's turn.
Is that, is that
Don't let
massive?
go of me, please. Stay near me. You have to be touching me.
At the end of Zariel's turn, you hear Titivilus yell out, and he says, "Kill the wizard! He can get them out of here!" And she says, "Not without the sword."
Oh, good. He's after you.
Ooh.
Titivilus.
She probably has
Also,
legendary
his,
actions.
His true colors are shining through right now.
Ooh.
Titivilus.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we were
he's been lying to us the whole time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're both already pretty clear on that. But
I'm gonna stay where I am, right next to you guys. But I'm engaged with this bitch.
he tried to censor himself.
No, not really. I debated whether or not I want to say that, but I decided to.
That's what I'm saying by trying.
Archduke bitch of Avernus.
Mario Sack, $5. Poor Zariel and her big old bald head.
I am going to touch. As my action.
She's like Anakin. She got all burned off. What?
Left my pizza in the oven.
I'm gonna touch my crossbow to the sword.
Oh.
It's an action?
It's an action. Let's see what happens.
Making the sword anchor.
That's the point. Hopefully it works.
Oh.
Doesn't it take a whole minute?
No, it's an action.
That's right. Sorry, seeing
The DM is calculating.
for an hour.
You take the crossbow and you go over towards the sword and you bring it over, ding, to touch it against it, and you watch as the ichor begins to spill out over the front of the celestial blade, kind of glowing blue, and that white color as it begins to spread over. Zariel turns and looks at it, and she goes, "No!" And you watch as it spreads, and it glows, and you hear this kind of ringing sound. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Zariel gets to make it as well.
Oh boy.
Who's within 5 feet of Atlantica?
I'm pretty sure all of us.
All of you make
we're
con
all-
saves.
We're all standing in a circle holding hands. And get
That one meme.
Give me the fuck out of
Zariel failed, but she'll use a legendary resistance.
Yay.
Crit.
Me too.
All right, you're good.
Are you serious?
You're good.
Yes.
Inspiration
I was
cards.
gonna wait for
Oh,
survive.
okay.
You're like,
I'm
please.
just gonna use mine.
No! Fuck.
Why'd you give me the top one? Okay.
Kate Cook 199. We should send balls to camps. I don't. Okay. What does that even mean?
You okay, man?
I like your response to it. You're what the fuck?
Some.
I feel like sometimes you guys
17
just
is a fail.
donate to us to make us say things.
20.
20's a DC, so
22.
you're good. Okay. The sword explodes with energy. You watch as all of this force moves outwards between you and Zariel. Zariel flies back. She would fly back about 10 feet, but she doesn't. She stays right there. Ting, ting. The sword falls into the ground as you fly backwards. Klaz and Vincent kind of just embrace the blow, and Kyria also just. Oh no! You're still there. The only one who
That's why
failed
I
it was
was like, why would I
Atlantica.
get
So
ignored?
Atlantica just flies back away from it as it explodes in her face. 20 force damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
10 force damage.
Okay, give me
Zariel also takes that.
Zariel also takes 10 force damage. You're unconscious.
Yep.
Atlantica flies backwards, unconscious, skids onto the ground as a sword, clang, clang, falls onto the ground.
God damn it, Mario.
Immediately, as you all notice, you watch as the ichor on the sword is gone.
We're not doing that again.
Mario sacked $5. Imagine throwing a basketball against her head. Try and make her mad and make her stomp her little chicken feet in frustration.
She does have chicken feet. Me.
I thought she did have chicken feet.
She does.
You're at 102. You're at 74. You're at 111.
Oh, I took damage. I forgot.
At the end of Atlantica's turn, Zariel looks down towards the sword, but she's going to give a look towards Vincent, and her eyes literally catch on fire, and an immolating gaze meets onto you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm not very good at those.
Wisdom.
Oh, I'm very good at those.
I like those better.
Not that good.
20.
That's not 20.
5 plus. Oh, so sorry.
It's 17.
17. Fail. You take 22 fire damage, half to 11 because you're a tiefling.
Oh. It's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
You're at what, 63 health?
Yes.
All right. At the Kyria, it's your turn.
Why this? He's gonna run over,
Wait.
grab the sword.
It's right in front of you. You
Yeah.
grab it.
Heal Lantica.
Healing word?
Heal.
Oh, heal.
Actual heal.
Is that touch?
Yes. No. 60 feet.
60 feet. Heroes never die.
We're hitting 6th level because, you know.
You know.
So that's 70 health.
Oh my god. Atlantica, you just kind of were knocked out for a second as you stumble back to life. Still on the floor, you kind of look up and look over, and you see Kyria grabbing onto the sword. Zariel looking pissed.
Okay, that did not work out how I thought. Alright.
Picked up by Zariel?
Picked up by Kyria.
Oh, okay.
And Atlantica got healed with the heal
And he's
spell.
gonna-
Oh.
Don't flash that logo here. Not sponsored.
Sorry, trying to think of what I was saying. He's gonna move back further away from her.
If you move away, she will get an attack of opportunity on you.
I thought she was blasted away.
Atlantica
She was not. She legendary resistance it, and
But
if
Atlantica
Do
was
you
blasted.
describe
I
as
did
she-
describe it, and I said never mind because she's the only one who got blasted back was Atlantica.
So, could I have just reached over and grabbed it? Did I have to move at all?
No, it's right in front of you because you're all
Okay,
there.
that's
So
fine.
you reach up and grab it. If
Okay,
you move
cool.
away, she's gonna hit you.
So then I won't move.
All right.
I just knew I needed to move.
All right. You look up towards her. You're kind of holding onto the sword. At the end of your turn, she's gonna do another immolating gaze on you. Give me a wisdom save.
Guys, do you remember if Basil's alive or not?
He is not.
What happened to him?
Mobile died. Remember, Rick Muzzle, we hardly knew you.
No, I brought. You said I brought him back.
He's in your plane.
Yeah.
He's in his
Oh
pocket.
yeah, he's a rat again.
He is a rat.
Radigan?
Yes. That was almost his name.
18.
Fail. You take 22 fire damage. Give me a wisdom save
Motherfucker.
as you combust.
Motherfucker. Oops. 25.
Oh, you're good. Too angry.
Am I still technically attuned to the sword?
You are still technically attuned to the sword, although you could attune to it as an
I
action.
know.
Class.
Why would you want to do
Atlantica.
that?
Get Atlantica. Drag her over here.
Honestly.
It'll be another round if she's not over here.
Vincent, it'll be another round if she's not over here. What's a round?
Sorry, one more thing. Sorry, small retcon. Before your turn starts, class, Titivilus will actually use his legendary action as well, and he teleports behind Atlantica.
I really, really don't want to attune to the sword. The sword just goes, nah.
I thought we agreed that side of the party is worthy. This side is not.
Yeah.
Is it an action
But
to
he
pull
even
away
says,
Atlantica?
like,
An action to pull away? What do you mean?
Like I want to get to her and grab her and pull her back to us. Or is that just like
That's
movement
that's
to do?
push. Pushing is an action.
But I'm pulling her.
It's the same thing.
I
Alright.
knew he was going to say that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't he just stop it?
No.
5, 4.
I'll use a key to disengage.
Okay.
Grab Atlantica.
All right, you
and,
do run over and you grab her.
and then I'll pull her back.
You
to
literally,
the
she's
group.
on the floor. You slide her across
Yeah,
the
I don't care.
glass, and she just kind of spins.
And then like, as we spin, I just kind of like grab onto her arm and then like kind of bring her around into the circle so that Kyria can grab her hand.
Okay,
So that we're all
you do that
properly holding hands.
at the end of your turn. Zariel is going to use another immolating gaze on Vincent.
Okay.
Give me another wisdom save, Vincent.
18.
11 more fire damage.
Sword.
And then Titivilus is going to use corrupting guidance, which is his twisting words. Corrupting guidance is his legendary action name for his twisting words.
Okay.
And what roll do we have to make?
Okay. He's going to use alternatively. He targets one creature. Cool. Awesome. Make me a charisma save, Vincent.
Fuck through.
9.
He looks over at you and he points and he says, "I wouldn't leave if I were you."
Is this a spell?
It is not a spell.
Okay.
It is a.
Are you kidding? Enemies have spells?
No.
It's just his thing he can do. It's actually a part of his actions. You are charmed by him, and he can normally do it to multiple people, but he's choosing to do it just to you, to decide what you're going to do on your turn. Vincent, it's your turn. Titivilus would like you to cast Fireball in the middle of all of you.
I don't have fireball prepared.
Oh, fuck! Awesome!
Nothing happens,
Okay.
yeah?
Why would I have fireball prepared in this campaign?
Yeah, he would just want you to do that, and you're like,
can't do
process
that.
cannot be executed. And you just sit on the floor, and you sit down. It's Titivilus' turn.
It's like that one kid who has to sit down, everyone else is standing. And
But actually, at the end of Vincent's turn, he's going to use his final legendary. Nope, he used all three. He's just going to fly forward on his turn. He's going to go over to Vincent, and he's going to attack you with his silver sword.
No. No.
No.
man, just to roll the Red Bulls.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He goes over towards you, and he says, "You've been in our way for a long time." And he reaches over towards you, and he touches your head. He casts Feeble Mind.
Oh.
Is there a save for that?
Yes, I will pull it up real
I think it's
fast.
an intelligence save,
I'm pretty
It is.
smart.
but
It's intelligence. Because he had it casted on him.
It's a risk, but if he gets it to work.
Not even lying. It's the only way that I know.
bad if you can get it
Hey
to work.
y'all, if
You
you
get-
It's a range of 150 feet. He still is going to get into melee, so he can have reactions. You take 4d6 psychic damage, first of all.
I didn't have to make the save.
Doesn't matter. Regardless, you take 46 psychic. 10, 14, 18 psychic damage. And make an intelligence saving throw.
I was gonna say,
Even more.
You better be holding that.
21,
21?
Yeah.
28.
21 meets it, beats it. But that's good enough. You succeed the
plus
saving throw. You feel as if your personality and intelligence is being stripped away from you out into his fingers, and you just pull it back, and you have big brain moment, and you just bring that back into your body. You think about who you are and yourself, and it just kind of snaps backwards. I knew you were smart. That's his turn. He can only cast one spell. End of his turn. Top of the round. It's Zariel's turn. She heals that force damage. And you have the sword, yeah? I'll give you one chance.
I love that.
Oh fuck! Natural one. Just misses. Takes the flail down twice.
Too angry.
I know, he's a little like,
25 and 32.
It's happening again, and he's just like, well, here we are again.
Here we go again.
his next thought is, fuck, I'm gonna have to replace my shirt again.
25 and 32. I'm assuming hit you.
Yeah, it's not
110 damage.
down.
You're down. Make me a con save.
Uh-oh.
Do I have to? Can I just go home? Can't I just be voted off the
Roll.
island?
You're being voted off right now.
Ha-ha!
Beat a 15.
It's natural 20.
Oh shit! That's awesome. You don't suffer any injuries.
We don't need more.
Atlantica, it's your turn.
Spite cleric.
At the end of Zariel's turn,
I was gonna say.
Titivilus is going to take his.
Legendary action.
How do
You're
you
gonna
use
get-
them all?
He got them all
they,
back.
They get at the top of the round. They have way too many of these
Ah.
fucking things.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
Kyria's down. Vincent's still up. He'll attack you with his sword, Vincent.
Hate you.
He says, "You won't escape this time."
Thought we were friends.
I have many friends. 28.
I hate all of
My
them.
AC is like 14.
You take, he's only using one hand. 8 slashing damage plus 16 necrotics. It's 24 damage.
Jesus Christ.
What's your health at?
41.
17.
17. Or about 24.
Atlantica, it's your turn.
I do a little like backflip to get myself up.
Yep, perfect.
I can't look in.
The sword is clang,
Yeah.
falling onto the ground again.
Do you have to be
Can I?
conscious?
Yes.
What would it be
You?
to pull
No.
to grab the
Right.
sword and
Thought you meant D.
No?
pull out
I'm
my
saying
sacred
in
sword
general.
and
Maybe, like
sheath
the caster has to be
the.
conscious.
I'll let you do it as part of your movement.
Okay, and I'll do just that.
You run over, kind of scurry across the ground, grab it, sheath it, and then
Yeah.
pull out your other sword.
Yeah.
All right,
I look to Titivilus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna stab and shoot.
Go for it. He thinks you're going to go for Zariel, and then and then you attack him.
25,
Yep.
26.
Yeah.
that
Full
bitch.
damage.
Down that bitch.
This friendly's within 5 feet.
Yeah, you get sneak attack. There's a Vincent within 5 feet.
A Vincent.
I'm
Not
sitting.
a friend, but a Vincent.
A Vincent.
People mind counts as a curse, though, doesn't it?
Hmm?
Is it a curse?
Yep.
People mind?
I think you're just dumb for 30 days.
88 damage.
88 damage.
Greater restoration.
It's a saving throw. He's legendary resistance it.
I was like a saving throw, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, you get the sword into him and shoot upwards, and it goes across his face. And he's like bleeding and burning at the same time as he looks down over towards you, as you just got him out of nowhere completely.
Fuck off.
He is bloodied.
I'll just say that as you.
He takes his legendary action to strike at you at the end of your turn.
I just need green around mine.
He gets a
Like,
12.
I just duck out of the way.
No more,
Dash
yeah,
out
rotten
of
with
the way.
rage. No more, no like poise at all. He just tries to swing at you, and you just dodge out of the way. But Zariel will also take her
I
legendary
imagine
action.
actually like do like the whole like bend down and
Yep.
then it goes over my head.
Perfect.
Deal.
She turns and she
You're
does her
4 foot.
immolating gaze towards you.
kinda
She's
got
doing her
touched.
immolating gaze. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh, hey, look, my best saving throw. Not. Not my worst. 16 fail.
22 fire damage.
Cool.
How much health are you at now?
I'm at 50.
Uh,
I'm sorry. 48 because it's
40
22.
oh.
It's not exact.
sorry. Curia. Death saving throw.
Sorry, I have no heals.
Class.
I only knew it would be less than 50 because of the.
Titivilus has used all of his legendary actions.
Bad feelers and mine.
Oh, and Zariel has one more. She will use it on you. Give me another wisdom save.
10.
22 more fire damage.
See, I just see that's better.
She's literally just staring at you, and you're just burning.
It's better than the flail.
Honestly.
You're at 26 now, right?
Yes.
He's Ariel.
This asshole.
What do you...
Gregory!
All right. All right.
Great.
Let me add it.
In a glass tube.
Yeah.
We need to get out. We're all going to die if we
He's
don't do
down.
something
He doesn't
else.
know anything.
Yeah.
I'm saying in a glass
what is this thing
tube.
called?
We're either gonna liquefy this
there it
thing
is.
or we're gonna be liquefied.
Astral Dreadnought.
Well, the glass just breaks.
Give me an initiative roll for him.
Who?
What's the bonus?
Gregory's.
-2.
Oh.
13.
13.
We huff
You
summon
get
the
up to
Gregory.
go to the bathroom when you miss so much.
Thunk. Spilling out of the thing, moving outwards in the middle of this glass tube. The giant form of this ichor squid-like kraken creature comes outwards, eyes opening up all over the side of it. Zariel just turns and looks at it as she stares it down, complete confusion. She has no idea what this thing is. And Titivilus looks down and he says, "We need to leave." Is that your action?
I want to see her 1v1 this
Let me
thing,
look,
actually.
actually. I don't know.
I
Do you
wanna
need
see her
to
1v1 it,
do you
though.
need to give it commands?
Let's find out.
Neelix always gave it like one command
Basic
and it
commands.
followed it.
Yeah,
Like
let me. Alright. You can use an action to remove the flask stopper and release the creature the flask contains.
So
The
this
creature
is-
is friendly to you and your companions for 1 hour and obeys your commands for that duration. You can
You
use an
okay?
action.
I think I need to eat.
Okay.
If you give no commands or give it a command that's like it was on its death, it defends itself but otherwise takes no action.
What is its command?
Its command is to kill Titivilus and Zariel.
Priority to Titivilus?
Priority to Titivilus.
Poor guy.
Is that your turn?
It is my action. I would like to use a key to use the dodge action as a bonus action.
Okay.
Patient defense.
Vincent. You have your turn. Titivilus was too angry at Atlantica.
Are we leaving Gregory? Fuck it. Plane shift.
Make me the check
We use a 16
on your portent.
on my portent. And I take us to Whitecap.
Okay. All of you disappear. Curio with you as well, as you make sure that all of you teleport out of there, sword in hand.
Alex.
Gregory left behind with Zariel and Titivilus. And
He's
it's almost
back in the ocean.
It's almost yep, he's back where he came from, and it's almost like this
Free
zoom out
Gregory.
moment where Titivilus and them just watches you all disappear and just look over at Gregory as it goes over to like attack them and
Gregory said.
cut.
Can we get the cutscene watching Zariel 1v1 Gregory?
No, that's going to be a thing I do off screen.
No.
He's like, I don't actually know what'll happen.
Well,
Titivilus might die.
we'll see.
Stillis will.
Potion of healing?
Oh, yay.
Potion of healing?
Potion of healing?
Potion of healing. Got it.
What did you
A portion of healing?
I don't. Sorry, I was just making
I'm
sure.
so
You went like
sorry.
this, and I'm like, are you cure woundsing? What is this?
I'll just stab myself. I'm down.
Yeah.
Where are you in Regia?
We're in Whitecap.
Oh, Whitecap. Oh, Whitecap. In your villa.
Oh, yeah, the villa. I forgot we had that.
You teleport into the middle of the living room of this villa. The sun kind of shining out towards all of you. Nobody is in this room right now. It's completely empty. What is it?
We have a donation
Oh.
from Mike Solomon.
Solomon, yes.
All hail Cthulhu.
Cthulhu v. Zariel.
I even wish
Trying to distract them.
Very nice.
I needed to get him off of.
Can I do it?
Yep.
Ooh, max. You get 10 back.
And the fact that Titivilus was scared of him is
Hold up.
good.
By the time it would have been your next turn, you would have had one more. You come back to life. I rolled 4 1s. 11.
Oh. I really want someone
gonna eat that.
to animate what the comment that Mario Sack did.
What?
Imagine slamming a basketball against her head, probably making her mad and make her stop her little chicken feet. I spit all
Puffin Forest seems to do that.
Yeah.
Thunk, and she's just like, someone, one of you.
Like a child.
You do it.
I don't know how to animate.
I was pointing at Tyler.
Okay, you said one of you, and I was like, I don't know how to animate.
Well, the one of you was to the audience because there's my camera there, and then Tyler because he does that stuff.
You guys are in the villa.
Well, that was.
My fault. I apologize.
I don't know.
Who would have expected Zariel to be there? Whew.
Well, I was.
Well, we have this now.
Besides, you were the one that didn't want to
So.
Well, I'm also the one who kind of told Titivilus where we were. I thought we'd get out before he would realize.
Surprised that they didn't print it the second time.
go. Hey, do you know if you could scribe on Gregory? Did we find out what's happening?
I'm very tired.
Really that important?
Well,
Wait.
I mean,
Wait. Gregory?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he let Gregory
we
out.
needed to distract them somehow. That's all I could think
It was a
of.
very good distraction. And they were afraid of him. Well,
He's back in the sea.
Zariel,
Probably wasn't.
Zariel was confused.
Titivilus seems good.
Titivilus was very afraid.
I'm good.
He was also looked like he was about half dead though. So.
Yeah, because
I can't stab.
he's like me. When I get hit once, I almost die. You can take a few hits and look fine. If she wanted to kill me, she could right now.
Well, good thing I don't.
Yet. I've tried to kill him a few times.
Excuse me for a minute.
He's just like sitting on the ground, just.
What are you doing?
Wash my hands.
Hey, has anyone seen like a blue and gold book?
Don't give me a
around
reason
here?
to, and
I don't know.
try to avoid me if I'm
We just got back.
have my mind taken over.
Yeah, how can we need a secret word for that. So that you mind control and you can just say something and we know.
She's mind control.
exactly. There's no way to tell.
If I'm mind controlled and the people who mind control me don't know the secret word,
Well, then maybe.
maybe we should have one.
What should it be? Like a safe word.
Yes.
Want to not say that.
Can you make it the city backer? Thanks.
James,
that?
have faith. Gregory's still alive. He's back in the ocean terrorizing
Helpless.
helpless
Well-
sailors.
It's a good thing there's no sea elves on there anymore.
Just the
Just
just
that
the
later.
demons.
Yeah. That's even better. If he survives this fight, he can go and deal with some of the undead.
What about bubbles?
Bubbles?
Why would we ever use that word in a normal conversation?
Bubbles?
True.
Oh, we're talking about that again.
Yes.
Safe.
What is this safe word for?
In case Atlantica gets mind controlled again.
Got it. You need that.
Where did Logan put my stuff?
The thought process is, if I get mind controlled, and the person who
There it is.
mind controlled me doesn't realize.
It's a word.
Here's an extra little step. You say bubbles in a sentence, and then I have to say bubbles back to say it to me.
I feel like
That
it's
way, if there's anyone who's controlling me and they don't realize it.
Do you think we'd be able to guess the word? Will you even remember to do that?
well, usually the
If
point
not,
of a safe word
smack
is
me
that
really
only
hard and
you and another person know the safe word.
Yeah.
It's so young.
No, I just didn't hear half of what you said, actually.
Oh, the point of
Yes.
having a safe word is that only you and the other person know the safe word.
Classicer is
Okay.
knowledgeable about BDSM.
No, he's not. He just genuinely didn't hear what she said.
That's the one thing he does understand. He's like, yes, I've heard safe words. And we're just like, what?
But so is it a problem if all four of us know it?
No, it's just you don't go out and tell other people the word.
Yeah. But it's like a password.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Sure.
Isn't it? This is very, very difficult.
What is?
I'm trying to remember someone's name from over a year ago, around a year ago.
Would Mom have ever mentioned?
Yes,
it?
your mom met the person, but none of you met the person
Here? Or
Who were they?
here.
I'll do that.
Oh, well, they were this this wizard person like me who made potions, but secretly cloned people. And you know how I feel about the Pinkyless gang. We could all be Pinkyless. We could all have a clone of ourselves, just cooking. Like they need some time to.
That was
They need
here.
It's like
Yeah.
having
cooking with clones.
Thinking all
a
the.
bun in the oven.
Cooking with
You
the
think-
cannons.
Yes,
Do you think-
exactly like a
what?
baby.
Yes.
Do you think with all the chaos going on, he would still be active?
Well, he did get arrested, but we got him unarrested. What's the word
Yes.
for unarrested?
Released.
Release.
I like the term unarrested.
Unarrested.
Personally. But
I messaged you.
Ooh, I have so many names written down.
Guys ever have like itchy eyes?
Yeah, I hate it.
yeah, it's terrible.
Deviant decoctions. Deviant decoctions. Don't remember what his name is though, but I know he owns Deviant.
Over the course of this time, you guys effectively short rest, so you can roll hit dice if you'd like to.
And I remember for the first time in the entirety of this game when I wear a
They don't fade,
periapter
though. They
wound
just
closure,
change
I get-
immediately.
I
Okay.
get
I was
interested.
watching it. It doesn't. The cards, they just go did, and then it just changes. It doesn't like it doesn't fade.
We're just gonna do a whole lot of hit
Yep.
dice.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh yeah, just jump.
Yeah.
They should be doing that.
All right. If you can figure it out, cool. Nah, it's fine. I like that they changed though. That's awesome.
It got changed. It got changed to cut somehow from.
18,
If you watch now, it should do it.
Okay.
20, 29,
6, 7.
39, 41.
Oh, get my key back on a short rest?
Yep.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know.
So good.
But I don't get
Monks.
2,
16.
and then 9. Oh, 8, 11.
Sure, that's good enough.
I like that you have the Garyon mini over there.
Yeah, I've just been playing with that. I play with
You're dead.
I've been playing with that throughout the fight.
I have a Zariel mini. Spencer needs to finish painting it.
Spencer has a lot of things she needs to finish.
I know.
Yeah,
Like
Spencer.
Sheena.
Leave me alone.
Fun fact, telling her that she has stuff to continue to paint does not make her desire painting any faster.
I'm
Guys, have you ever sat down to paint? It's really boring sometimes.
I would love to do it, but my fat fingers can't hold still that
I'm
well.
going to come and like throw avocados at your head just to get you the paint.
Okay.
Wow. Right back at you.
I think you're the only one who actually like paid me when I painted your minis for you.
Really get paid in avocados?
I did. I asked everyone to pay me in avocados because I felt bad asking for real money, and Tyler's the only one who went out and bought me avocados. And I felt bad because it was like, you know, that time of year where avocados are like way more expensive than any other time, and Tyler went and spent way too much money on avocados.
Yeah, a little bit, but
Vincent to Kink Boy.
but I got Atlantica Mini.
Yeah.
I like the
Wow,
Atlantic
the
one.
time I didn't give you an avocado.
I didn't pay your
You
mini.
didn't pay my mini.
You guys should take the BDSM quiz, but for your characters. There's a BDSM quiz.
What?
Question mark?
What type of BDSM are you?
What type?
It's a BuzzFeed quiz. Anyways, so what are we? So okay. What are we doing now? Cause
I thought we would check in on maybe Vega, and then I want to try to find Deviant Decoction, see if it's still here.
Great.
what
Great.
about the
I know.
Great.
anchors too?
Why did I do
This
this
is-
to myself?
This is
I was
fine.
kind of worried, because sometimes when there's like a trace of magic, I can sometimes figure out, especially if it's a teleportation circle, where it goes. I was afraid they would just know we went to Avernus and then just follow us and kick our ass.
Can we go now though?
We could go now. I just wanted to go here first because they can't get in.
Just want to say that if you need healing, I can only do it twice.
Okay.
Later on.
Okay.
Later on.
I'll be fine. I didn't realize
I have your
First
dad's
off-
name written
first
down
off,
as
Zariel
Gilbert,
was
but
really
his name
angry
isn't
at
Gilbert.
because of
Has the
this.
sword.
Yes, I know. Second off, I didn't realize that thing with the sword was going to fucking explode.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
don't ever
think
do
that
that
it
again.
wanted
Yeah,
to
really
be.
don't.
Yeah. It's a last ditch effort.
His name's Averick. I found it.
He's just like, fair. He would do it himself. He's just like, why would he do that? And he's like, he thinks about it and he's like,
Do you guys want to go to Deviant Decoctions with me? Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
being scolded by Vega.
Yeah?
Deviant Decoctions. Then maybe go find Vega. I don't know where she is.
Oh, great. We gotta do that anyways.
I don't have to go
Yeah,
find Vega.
it'd be nice to talk to Vega again and find this place.
So
Okay.
kind of why I decided,
What?
despite the fact
character,
that
I'm
she's
just like,
Oh,
fuck
lawful
you.
good, she's practically already lawful good.
Yep.
So she's still gonna be the sassy.
Exactly, we're
Asshole
like,
she
nothing
already is.
changed.
Makes sense.
You just glow when you hum and we're like, can we have the old Atlantica back?
You glow and you hum and you have wings and you're beautiful. My God, I love you.
She was already beautiful.
And
King
Kate-
Cal the God?
I love Cal the God just freaking out last game.
I know, right? It was great.
So I would just occasionally
I
be
mean-
like, yeah, Class Atlantica, you know, it happened. And Cal was just like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we were messing with
We're
Cal in
joking.
the Discord
Felt
chat.
super bad.
Oh, and you guys got engaged. So cute. The characters. That's my fiance.
That's my fiance.
But they could get engaged too.
Yeah.
Nah, I like a one person, and Grace is my backup. I kid.
Well, you can be engaged, but have to.
I'm the side chick. I'm
Jack, if you're there.
Yeah, Jack is your backup.
That's the side hoe. And Grace is my friend who is my friend.
All right, so you guys make your way through the city of.
Gal pals.
Yeah.
Gal pals. You guys make your way through
Took you a
the.
second there, buddy.
That was funny. You guys make your way through the city of Whitecap. Streets are flooded, completely packed with people, camping out on the sides of the roads. Completely shops are no longer shops; they're just reused to house people. Many of the wizards in the city are doing their best to kind of help the city around. Some are injured and being tended to.
There are those rich ones that are just like, meh.
Yeah. The upper part of the city that you guys are staying in, literally, there's nobody on the streets. There's maybe a few people in some of the houses that some upper city folk have allowed people into their home. But those greedy motherfuckers don't let anybody else in their house. The rest of the city is where they stay. You guys make your way into the market district, and you make your way kind of up through the dome as Atlantica hums the entire way.
It makes it really hard for them to change.
No, you're fine. And you, oh my god. Sorry, I was pulling up Dynamic Dungeons to get a map possibly for the future because I'm planning ahead, and I just saw how much he makes on per map pack. This dude makes $13,000 every time he releases a map pack.
Nice.
Holy crap. Congrats to that guy. Anyways, it just really blew me away when I watched it. And you see the outside of that wooden building, very homey looking, kind of curved architecture around the side of it, big, thick pieces of wood used to build the entire thing. And you go over to the door, which is made of metal, and you kind of open it and look inside as all of the locks kind of jangle out on the other, and you see a counter. And behind the counter is what looks like the white-haired half-elf with the glasses standing behind the counter. And you realize how similar he looks to Kyria. He's older, much, much older. And old for a half-elf. Like, that's not really that much older. But he has, like, the laugh lines and some of the creases around his eyes. He kind of looks over and says, oh...
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to Deviant Decoctions. Is there anything I could get for you? I have a matter of alchemical ingredients and potions if you would need them. I know that the city's in a hard time right now, but I could make some... I could give you some supplies if you need them. You look like the adventuring type.
You don't remember me?
No, I don't.
It's okay that you don't. I was disguising myself for a while. Do you remember that group of adventurers who found your basement downstairs? We came through a portal. Oh, I'm one of them. I was the pink one. Yeah. I'm interested in the stuff that you have downstairs.
I understand. This was supposed to be a bit of agreement between Viola and I.
Yeah.
I was going to be honest with you. I don't believe you at all.
You don't believe me? I can.
Well, we'll just cut to the chase. We won't beat around the bush here. Do you have any proof?
I know you have a construct downstairs. I know you spent a few nights in jail.
Viola could have told you these
before
things.
we got you broken out. What was another thing?
They're completely untrue. I have nothing downstairs.
You don't have anything else?
I sell chemical ingredients and potions. There's not much else I do besides that. I don't know where you heard this.
Viola did technically tell us. Couldn't you
Yeah,
just
because
trust her
I'm
to trust us?
Viola.
Yeah. Friend of a friend type thing.
Give me a persuasion check, Kyria.
Persuasive.
Class is just like looking at the different things and is very
There's
confused as to the
potion
conversation
bottles.
that's happening.
Oh.
Potion bottles with eyes in them,
You have-
toenails.
A Fee downstairs. Fee is growing downstairs, isn't she?
I told you there's nothing in my basement.
There's a Fee down there. I know there is.
Just,
Go for it.
just thinking that there's just a fee.
Best of me.
22.
Sorry, I didn't quite.
What?
I suppose that she would have told you out of trust. I still don't believe that you are her. You haven't shown me any proof other than you know it's in my basement.
Oh, I'm also missing a finger. If you notice, she's missing the finger.
These are all things.
I could turn into her, but you would just say that alter self. I just know what she looks like. But we're the same person. Like whatever your name
What
is.
type of proof would you need?
Yeah.
How about I ask the question, and we'll see if you know the answer.
Fine.
If you are who you say you are.
Okay.
Where did we meet?
In your basement. We came through a portal. You were very confused about why we were there. You came downstairs.
Where did the portal go to?
There was a house in there was like a tower. It had these words written.
Does Vincent actually have notes?
Yeah, I have.
Like, does Vincent pull out flip through pages?
Yeah.
I believe you. I remember that.
Well, I really want. It was like, if you come in here, you'll be cursed. And then I went like this, and I was like, well, I hope it doesn't happen.
It's yours?
Huh?
It's yours?
This?
You have it all written down?
I do. I write down everything.
Do you know my name?
Averick.
Why did you lie to me?
Oh, lie to you? About not being who I was.
It is very confusing. I don't recognize any of you.
Oh, well, the.
Are you all disguised?
No, most
Are
of
you
them
Fee?
are dead.
No.
Fee is probably still
Okay.
in your basement, I assume, growing because she didn't die.
Shut the door.
The door is shut. I'm not an animal. I closed your door.
Sorry, I just didn't see that it was open.
The Fee is back where she came from. Turk was in Goldcrest opening a shop, but you know what happened
Jeez.
there. He made it out. Maybe is in the city. I'm not
Doesn't
sure.
make you feel any better.
Why did you come here?
Oh, I wanted to be grown in your basement.
Oh, you want to be a part of the...
He's his collective.
None of you are with the government of Whitecap,
No,
are you?
no.
Any of the high mages, none of the council.
Guys, the High Magistrate
not
is a real
particularly.
bitch. Big.
They classify this as necromancy magic, and they don't allow me to do it, but I make a good sum of money out of it. And if they find out what I'm doing down there, I'll be in good trouble. Please, can you keep my secret?
Yes.
Thank you.
I need to go get my food.
Okay. Well, while we're waiting for Spencer to come back, because this conversation was between me and Vincent and Afric, quick FAQ Q&A.
Okay.
Go. Give us questions.
In like, you have like 5
2 seconds. You got 2 seconds. Q&A.
Type fast.
Let's go.
Type fast.
Come on, Q&A.
It can't be to anything
They
but
have
Spencer.
Twitch lag,
Yeah.
YouTube lag.
It can't be
It's also a
anything-
good time for me to get a map.
Could be more than a couple of
Can't
seconds.
be anything to Spencer. So there's
Dispenser.
there's whole 4 people that you can ask.
It is.
Everyone except for Dispenser. That's a...
Quit.
Oh,
Oh, she's
yeah.
back.
She's back. We get one question.
We haven't even gotten
The
one.
first one that I see. I'm gonna read.
How was the convention? Horrible.
You weren't there. The
Exactly.
convention was amazing, and it was so much fun. We got to meet a lot of
Everyone's
people.
favorite race.
Halflings.
Tiefling.
I don't know.
Favorite race.
Halfling and Tiefling are tight for me.
Half-elf.
Eladrin.
Fuck you.
Claws have
Asthma.
sex.
Get fucked.
Or Changeling.
I hate
Probably
you.
not.
Eladrin.
Fave sub.
Is
At least
Saber
nobody said
Divination.
Vidalkin.
Is Saber Dice over?
Yes.
It's Saber Dice over, yeah.
Fave class. Wizard.
Favorite class? Bard.
It's not over. It might come back in the future. I don't know. I don't run it. I don't know all this stuff. For now, it's over.
Favorite subclass?
All right, okay, we're done with questions. Thank you guys for joining the 2-second Q&A. Maybe we'll do one again in the future and do something like the crit roll thing that they do. They do like the.
Jacob.
Would you guys want to do that? So
Yes!
on crit roll they do it's called Talks Machina, and they talk about the game afterwards, and they kind of do like a Q&A. Would you guys want to see that?
I'll do it.
Would you guys want to do that? That'd be super
I would
fun.
love to do that.
We
All right.
need a yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
We just need to censor a lot of these questions.
Yeah. Anyways,
Stop uncensoring them, guys.
anyways, let's move away from the chat back in the game. He looks over at you and he says, yeah, all right, yes, the cloning.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I could do this for you. I know it's not cheap, right?
Oh yeah. I was looking into just learning the spell myself. Yeah, quite expensive.
My prices have gone up since then. Many enemies have been formed out of it,
Yeah.
and a lot of my supplies were destroyed.
Oh, when they arrest you, do they come burn all your shit?
I wasn't really arrested. I was just in a penitentiary for a
I
minute.
know, I remember.
They
I
didn't
was
discover
there.
anything, luckily. You remember that?
Yeah, I'm the one who got you out of jail, don't you remember?
Oh, that's right, I remember. Anyways, one moment. And he goes over and he kind of runs back behind a counter and begins, like, flipping through a book. Feel free to look around. As you do, I also sell potions. He goes back to what he's doing. I have to look something up.
Okay. If you're looking up how much it costs, I think it's around 3,000 gold pieces.
I think it is, but its price is
I
right.
know.
Hey, Jacob.
Inflation.
Yeah?
As a small tester of this, with you, okay. No, I'm just gonna text you.
What?
Just 'cause
So guys, do you
don't
think I
wanna-
should cut off the rest of my pinky or just the top of my other pinky? It's like
I
that,
don't
like
think I
that.
can answer that question.
What do you think?
I mean, you're the one that's going to live with them, so.
Is it too weird if I'm missing half of both of my pinkies?
All right.
Or is it weird?
Never thought he'd ever be asked that sort of question, so he's just like,
It's my normal ranging price if you'd like to have the containment down there, and luckily you won't be discovered, is 5,150 gold.
Ooh,
1,120.
20.
120
5,000.
comes from
512 platinum.
512 platinum.
It's specific supplies that I need. I don't use barrels or nothing. Igloos. I've
Like
seen
a-
those being
a
used.
glass.
Yes, you're very well protected.
Do you have feed down there?
I tend to not share the
Well, she's an old friend.
roll persuasion.
11.
11. I don't like to share the private business of
Right.
some of my clients, though. If you do agree to this, you will come downstairs and you can see all of them. So,
Can my friends come with me?
fine.
Pages in the sea.
Yeah, I have that. Do you need it now? Like up front? Before we go downstairs? 5,120 gold pieces.
Yes,
Okay.
I will also need a
Keep an inch of my flesh, yes, I know.
No, I'm going to need a diamond worth 1,000 gold, cubic inch of your flesh. I can take it for you if you'd like. I can just graft a piece of your arm.
Oh, I was just thinking about cutting the rest of my pinky
You
off.
don't need to cut a pinky off.
Well, I only have half.
I don't need the bone, the muscle, or anything like that. I just need some of your skin.
Okay.
And it'll grow over anyways. Alright.
Easy to.
You will be contained, this body of yours will be contained in a crystal container. It's crystal and glass and also metal on the top, and it's sealed. It can only be opened from the inside. It's completely deadlocked. It cannot be opened from the outside due to any force. It's magically reinforced, and why it's so expensive. So even if I were to die and this place were to explode, you would still wake up out of that thing. So your soul will be tied to it. Are you willing to agree to this?
My little devil radar isn't like going off on him, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm actually Bill!
Well, it's actually Osmodeus.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, sure.
And he pulls out a contract, and it restates all of that, and you have to sign
We hate these contracts.
it. Contract
Is there
aversion.
any, can I yeah, just take that.
Read over it carefully.
I read it.
I'm not going to sell your soul or something.
we've been dealing with that lately.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
we're a little.
I can assure you I'm not.
Yeah,
this is
I can tell you're not a devil. It's fine.
yes.
You know.
The only one who can
Sneaky.
undo the magic on that cloning is me. This is an agreement between the two of us, and it more secures you more than it does me. This is more of my agreement that I need you to make sure you're all right with.
Yeah.
Well, then, sign it. You sign it. He takes it, and he goes over towards you, and he says, put your arm on the table. And he goes over and he takes these small, tiny little sharp knives, and he very quickly cuts a bit of your arm. You take 1 point of damage, hurts a little bit, and he kind of peels it and takes it off, and then immediately rubs some ointment over it, and you are healed of it. It no longer hurts. Your skin comes back immediately, but he has a grafted purple piece of skin. It's weird to look at because it's like red on one side and all bloody and like purple on the other. And he takes it, he's got in some tweezers, and he takes it and he puts it in a little jar, corks it, and he says, "Come with me." And he takes you downstairs, and he goes over and he pulls a book off a shelf, and it opens up this secret back door that has a metal gate on it again, which he goes over, pushes in 2 places, and he watches a sigil appears on the door that he moves to the side, and the door opens up like a vault door, leads you down some wooden stairs into a very strange looking room. This room has 8 like stereotypical looking like mad scientist vats with people floating in them. Even in one of them is a dragon, like a full-sized dragon in one of them.
I thought I got out.
It sure did. And it came back and made sure that it would not die again. You see 2 or 3 people you don't recognize. One of them's human, one of them's a halfling, and you see Fee floating in one of them. Long hair, just kind of floating there. This tiefling girl, her horns out of the front of her head all the way upwards that you had never seen before, tail off the back, long blonde hair. She just kind of floats there in the green liquid. They're all like green liquid as he goes over and he finds an empty one, and he goes over and he pulls a lever. It like opens out on one side, and he says, "Stand back while I work." And he goes over and he grabs a diamond and some dust, and he goes over to the table, puts on some goggles, and makes like this powder explode as he puts all these things together, and then he puts it into an alchemical formula that looks like this swirling purple red stuff, and it takes him a few minutes as he goes over to the top of it with some stairs, and he pours the formula into the water, and then he quickly closes it. It seals back up again. And he comes back down, and you watch as the inside of it, this liquid kind of goes down in the middle of it. It begins to kind of like storm together and like form and move. All right? Don't die within the next 10 days.
I will try my best.
Whole tale for us. But
Normally it's
Yeah.
120.
Oh.
Should be back together in about 10 days. You'll see, well, if you want to watch what you looked like in the womb, your fetus
No,
will
I'm
form
fine.
very soon.
I'm fine. We should
Are
probably.
you sure? It's quite interesting.
No, I'd rather not watch myself grow.
I want to watch. I want to see.
You guys watch, and you watch as the liquid like condenses even further and further and further down, and you watch as like a tiny little cell is formed, and then it like continues to grow and move, and there's just a little like tiny purple fetus just in there. There it is. That's you. That's what you looked like. There will be an entire copy of you, and if you are to die, your soul will come right here. Oh, if you die within the next 10 days, you will be forced to live in your child body.
Oh.
So you want to be dead?
That's why I'm advising not to. If you were to die right now, you could be a baby. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I don't want to be a child again. No, that's horrible.
Would
I'm letting you know.
if he died right now
Puberty twice.
Oh no.
and went to the baby, would he remember everything from now?
You would retain the cognitive functions of a baby, so likely not.
Ah, is he dumb again? No.
Can cause some brain complications.
Right.
Well,
Anyone else?
I don't have money.
No.
I don't have enough money for you to have one either, so.
Well, if you would like to go to Elder Nest, and he points over towards the portal off to the side of him.
Where is that again?
It's in the Red Valley.
No. No, thank you.
Suit yourself.
Is that town still there?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. I think they left after you revealed to them who I was.
Sorry. I didn't know who you were.
They were worshipping me.
I know.
It was an interesting experiment.
Seems wrong, doesn't it?
Yes. But they made the choice, not I.
Well, are we seeing Vega or no?
If you want.
I think
I mean-
needs to go.
Can't tell if this is grace or curious.
It's both. It's me going widest and
We
curious
could
like
stand outside.
widest.
You don't have to come.
It's up to you. I just tend to get yelled
Can
at.
you get out of my basement, please?
Yes.
He leads you outside. He says, do you want to buy any potions?
Can I knock on Peace Tank?
On Feast Tank? Ding, ding, ding. She's not alive.
I know. What kind of potions do you have?
I have all the potions.
All of them.
All of them. It's actually my primary form of business if you would like to use it. This is more of a side thing. It's illegal. I make potions. I'm called Deviant Decoctions.
You know, if it's illegal, you probably want to keep your voice down.
They can't hear me in here.
If it's somewhat legal, why even do it?
Money.
It makes a lot of money. And also, I've started now. I can't stop. I can't really get them out.
You never want to make a red dragon angry.
Nope.
Alright.
Red dragons have lots of money, though. Anyways, and he leads you out of the basement, and he leads you up to the floor level. Potions?
Yeah, what do you got? Do you think that'll make me smarter permanently?
I don't think you understand how alchemy works.
No, I failed it.
You failed alchemy? Where did you go to school?
Crest Top.
I never heard of it. Probably some second-rate school anyways.
Why is this music so ominous?
Very
I don't know, it's the city music.
Cellar.
It's
It's like the super music.
it's near Akis. If you've ever been.
Never heard of that either.
Second rate.
Yeah, there.
I have potions of animal friendship, potions of clairvoyance, potions of climbing, diminution, it'll make you small, potions of fire breath, potions of flying, potions of gaseous form, potions of giant strength, potions of growth, potions of healing, potions of heroism, potions of invisibility, potions of invulnerability, potions of longevity. Be careful with those.
Longevity?
Yes.
Why?
They can make your life longer.
What's wrong with that?
There's a 10% chance that it'll make your life shorter.
Oh.
Potions of mind reading, potions of poison, that's just poison. Potions of resistance, potions of speed, potions of vitality, and potion of water breathing.
Why is it called a potion of poison? It's just
Because it looks like a potion. He pulls it off the shelf, and it's this red color. He says, looks like a healing potion. But you drink it, and it kills you. For the sneaky type. And he puts it back up.
yeah.
So that's not illegal, but that is.
Right? Right?
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
Exactly! Thank you!
High magistrate's big.
I swear, if I was running this city...
Just thinking back a couple times, he's poisoned people, and he's
Hey,
just like,
in
I
a
have
few
no
years
opinion.
when I have
That would be
my
perfect for
my
something like that.
my wizard
just
school
like, no
open, would you
opinion.
like to be like the alchemy professor maybe?
Where?
Not sure yet.
Depends on where.
Probably here.
And how much you could pay me.
A lot. To teach me alchemy, because I'm not very good at it.
So, potions?
Do you have any potions of healing?
Yes!
I'll take some of those.
Which ones? I have potions of healing, greater healing, spirit healing, and supreme healing.
Greater?
Greater, yes. 44 plus 4 hit points.
How much are each of them?
I,
Fucking expensive.
Yeah.
A potion of greater healing is 150 gold.
150. What about above? Isn't a supreme 10d10 plus 10?
Potion of greater
10d4,
healing is
sorry.
150. Potion of superior healing is 450. And supreme healing is 1,350 gold.
Why is it so expensive?
It heals you a lot.
How much?
How much?
Is it 10d4 plus 10?
I think it's more than that.
Or is it 10d10 plus 10? That would make sense. But I'll take 8.
10d4 plus 20.
How much were the
Superior.
superior?
450. That's 8d4 plus 8.
I'll take. And what's the one below that?
Graders 44 plus 4, and those are 150.
Sorry.
I'll take a superior one.
Superior, all right. That's 450 gold. Give it to him. He gives you the potion of superior healing. It's in this very beautiful looking bottle with a gold
I'll
stopper
take
on top.
6 of the not basic, the one above that.
The greater healing,
Yeah.
those are 150.
Yeah, so that's 900.
How many are you taking?
6.
6? He gives you 6 of them.
And I give 2 to.
All right.
Me?
Yeah, you are a part of everyone.
You know, if you weren't on your phone.
And now I am good.
I'm looking at stuff.
It's your phone. Maybe you can't say anything.
Okay. Descriptions.
All right, I'm ready.
We should.
Why does
Go back-
potion of greater healing not exist?
We should figure out what we're gonna do. Let's go back to the villa and figure out what we're gonna do, and then
Okay.
let's have to figure out like what equipment I want to be using.
Using. Okay.
Because I have a lot of stuff that
Uh huh.
I can switch in and out, and like that last fight showed how badly it hurts
Mhm.
to get hit by fire.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have like other things, and that's
Let's go. We walk back to the villa.
Class, if you want to go see Vega, go for it now. We won't be staying here long.
We're safe in here, right? If I
Mhm.
split off.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to get inside.
unless like
Alright.
a thief tries to take your stuff, but you just punch him.
What's the worst thing?
Give me your money. Stunned.
4 attacks.
You guys will be at the...
At the villa.
We won't leave without you.
You guys make your way back to the villa. I assume you try to locate Vega. Doesn't take you long. I'm not gonna make you roll. Throughout the day, couple of minutes go by, and you kind of go over to where out of this church, they are healing lots of people and giving them homes and food and a place to sleep and whatnot. And you go over there, and among a bunch of other priests and clerics, you find Vega there, helping people and doing the God's work, doing the Lord's work.
Oh, man.
Good for her.
And you find Vega.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Problem is, Colton doesn't plan conversations, and neither does class.
Oh no, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well,
Like,
now you're
they
gonna.
see the crush and they're just like, oh.
So Vega, you're helping out these people, and you turn and you look over to the entrance of the church, and you see Class just standing there.
Well, I'll walk in.
Yeah, I know. You just, I was thinking like Class kind of froze, like, oh, she's looking at me.
She's like in the middle of it. She's like, I would wave, but my hands are actually covered in blood right now.
Fine.
An old man sits up. It's my blood. I'm bleeding. Not anymore.
Sitting up?
It's fine. He's okay.
Okay.
He's been doing this all.
I was stabbed in the stomach
It's okay.
by a devil himself.
The devil.
I got to hear his entire
By
life
a
story,
devil?
which was
The devil.
fascinating.
That's so good.
The
Yes.
devil himself.
Yes.
He really needs to take a nap now,
Mhm.
don't we, sir?
You probably...
It's nap time.
I'm
Once
very
you lose that
tired.
much blood.
Oh, that's right. I lost a lot of.
Hi, class. How are
Hello.
you doing? Well, I mean, obviously you
Alright.
haven't been. I mean, you'd be here, but
Well, yeah, all of
she's
us
just
are
like,
here, but everyone else is at the villa right now. So.
oh, so they didn't want to see me. That's
No,
fine.
not that. We just...
Oh no.
A lot is going on.
Oh,
So, we killed Garyon. Garyon's gone, which is good. One of the archdevils.
oh, good,
Yeah,
good job.
so there's only 3 left, but I don't know. I mean, we were here, and we kind of left without saying anything, so I just wanted to make sure you enjoy it.
I assume that you guys have your thing. I mean, your off-beam hero is just really awesome. I wish I could come, but I would honestly, I'm not really a good hero, you know. But, I mean, if you have to do your things, it's fine. You don't have to, like, I send curious sending stuff anyways, so, I mean.
He's mentioned.
Ow, ow.
He doesn't respond back.
Stop.
He doesn't? You know, I hear that Klaus does the same thing to Vincent sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I really shouldn't say. Klaus is
He has a rough personality.
He's an asshole.
He has a rough personality.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. Klaus was gonna try to like censor it, and then it was just like.
I know I shouldn't say that, but yes. Anyways, that's off because I had to think about that for a couple days.
I'll look around. What does the rest of the church look like?
It's really big. It looks like a giant cathedral hall. Think like Notre Dame, basically, like big old mosaics in the back.
That's really cool.
And there's like light
God
kind of
dang
coming
it.
inwards.
That's
and there's
so cool.
Yeah. And you see the visage of like most of the gods kind of up there, and they're kind of bleeding in. But instead of looking very nice and like pretty looking, all the pews are thrown to the side, and people are just sleeping and like sitting and being healed throughout all of
Are
it.
there a lot of people out healing?
Yeah, there's maybe like a dozen priests or so. This
Okay.
building's huge.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty loud.
And this probably isn't uncommon to be seeing across Whitecap as it is, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Honestly, kind of, it feels nice to be able to do things. Otherwise, I was just rearranging books, answering questions.
Yeah, I mean,
rearranging books.
you called us.
seminars.
You called us heroes, but I consider this your own hero's work.
Oh, thank you.
How many of these people would die without you or one of the other healers coming to them?
I'm just insistent. You don't. Where's Fluffy Bottom?
He goes over and he sits down next to Class.
Oh, hello.
He does that. He likes you.
I don't know why I smelled him.
Does he actually speak?
No, that's in her head.
Okay.
That's what a dog does, but you don't have to do that.
I'm confined to this body.
Are you also?
I will allow for its
responding in your
vices.
mind? No, so you're saying that out loud to the.
There are many things I wish I could control,
Very confused.
but I will allow this form to take me. He pees on your leg.
All right. Wait.
refreshing.
Does he speak a language?
Huh?
Does he speak a language?
He's telepathically
right,
communicating.
when he barks at me. Is that-
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
he understands everything I
You
say.
can't speak dog as being a monk.
I don't know. I just
It
wanted
is
to-
a guide purposely saying bark.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Bark.
sure. I just wanted to make sure.
By the way, we have $5 from Cal the God.
So sorry
Oh.
for that.
They can use a stunning strike on Class.
Stunning heart.
Yeah, and everyone's at the villa if you get some time. I don't
She's
know when
gonna
we're leaving
cast
again.
prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Prestidigitation.
Presty.
Presty, there you go.
Rusty.
Much worse has happened on the road.
I mean, still, it's.
You step and stuff.
He does that on purpose. He does that. I cannot actually not tell him to do that.
It's fine.
He feels compelled. Compelled.
Nice. Yeah, I
Like-
just wanted to make sure everything was going well here. And I guess
Thank
it's
you.
going as well as it can with all the...
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing good work, and I mean, we'll be continuing to do it. I mean, we're good on resources. This place is amazing. Why wasn't it? Stuff full of crap.
I will...
But it's fun. So I mean, I'm enjoying it.
The woman wanders over towards you, puts her hand on your shoulder. Vagabond, stomach still hurts. Even after that stuff you told me to drink, it just made it worse.
That's what it does.
I nearly shut out my insides.
It does that.
It
You'll
do-
actually
it
get
does.
Should I
better.
leave you to
Has
your...
to.
You laughing at me?
No.
I've been hurting for days. Well, it didn't work, and fix it.
Sorry.
I hate you,
I don't
Jacob,
know.
so much. This is what I've been dealing with all week.
Should I leave you to your work?
I mean, if I mean, it's.
I'm sure
you
we'll
know,
be back as soon as everything's done.
yet. I mean, just stop by or send. I mean.
Are you done talking to your boyfriend?
Yeah,
My stomach hurts.
No, that's. Goodbye, class.
Fix it.
I am going to.
Alright, you make your way up.
Better known as Jacob is done with this.
No, it's not. That's not what that was.
No, it's fine.
It's called the NPCs are being assholes.
Especially the old people, they're just like, yes, the millennials.
Oh, do you go back to the villa often?
I've been kind of stuck here. I mean, well, it's probably like the 12 hours that nurses have.
Okay.
4 days in a row. I
Is
think
it-
this should shift 5.
Is that where you go to sleep?
No, there's a room close by, honestly. We had closer so that I don't have to travel across the entire city to, so I can be nearby.
Okay. Just wondering. Ha 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 ha.
Maybe you can go back to your room
No,
sometime.
that is definitely not what class is doing. Class doesn't even. No. Class doesn't even know that's a move you can make, to be honest. let alone how to do it.
Class hasn't had the birds and the bees talk yet.
Alright.
It's the Pound Town talk.
Pound Town.
Yeah.
He's going to go.
She waves as she's corralling old people.
Perfect. You make your way back to the villa.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way back.
Class T poses in the church.
There you go. I have arrived. Hello, class. It's good to see you. Yes.
So like what is it? Heroes. I hope they remember
you. Stones.
Jack is messaging me, by the way.
How dare you, Jack?
We're talking about Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You guys can talk about that.
I feel like that's just a thing.
Atlantica and Vincent have a grand old time hanging out in the villa along with Curia. Vincent, what are you doing?
What am I
What
doing?
does that
Yeah.
sound like?
You wanted to talk about where we're going? And
Well, yeah, I think we should make a plan.
yeah. Avernus?
Yes.
I love the comments so much.
This is while Vincent is flipping through a how could I sell my house
real quick.
catalog.
The
What?
last one that works is Chad class? Nah, Virgin class.
Here.
We have Avernus,
There's Avernus and
Those little
there's just
fire-
Avernus now, right?
because
And
the people of Regia are supposed to take care of the ones.
And Klaus took care of the one in Westlight.
Yes.
did we hear anything about Arigia? Them finishing off that
I
one?
haven't gotten a message or anything. It's been a day.
They said,
Less than a
they,
day?
they said a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's been like an hour since we were there.
Yeah.
What?
Just the comment that
is-
Jack sent me, and I'm just, it's true.
Pull out my send. No, I have a thing for Klaus. Pull out a little piece of paper.
You always forget about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Timo, oh my
Any-
god. I just remembered Zephyr with a hot dog and a donut.
What the fuck was that?
How to explain Pound Town.
To Olivia.
Wait, was that something that actually happened?
Yes.
I don't remember that at all. I could definitely see old Zephyr doing that though. Being like, go like this.
That is a hilarious, out of context moment that Zephyr was like, all right, Olivier, I have a hot dog and a donut.
What?
Oh! All right,
To my dear father.
mm-hmm.
To my dear father.
Careful.
Any update on the stone skin stuff? Question mark. Last game he said he would research about it because he thought it was odd that we all have it.
The prophecy!
It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's been an hour. I'm still flying back
Where are you?
over the ocean.
Right, you left.
Over the sea.
Why did you send me that?
I like how he sent back, why did you send me that?
Sorry.
Stop wasting paper.
To the grand trees.
It is the tree.
God, agree.
Alright. So Avernus then.
It's honestly the longest hour.
It's probably going to be very dangerous.
So, the other thing I wanted to talk about is like, so I have all these random things, but I can't seem to concentrate on all of them at the same time. The magic of it. So, which ones do you think I should be using?
What do you have?
So right now I have the amulet that we got that protects against us being scryed on by Zariel. Then I have the bracers and the sword. But I also have
Your sword? Oh, the new
the new
angel sword.
Yes. I also have a ring of fire resistance.
Okay.
And the iron stone. I have to.
Which doesn't
I have to
happen
tune to
right
it.
now.
So, so I'm half hungry actually.
Oh, we can
It's
eat.
different, but feels weird. After so long.
So you have the amulet, your sword,
Yeah.
and what was the other one?
Ring of fire resistance.
Ring of
That I'm on right now. That I'm using right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bracers of archery.
And what do those do?
They make me be able to shoot my crossbow better, even better than I already can. For
Okay, out
specifics,
of character,
yes,
what would that drop
for-
your bonus down to?
it would remove. It would drop it down to an 11,
And it's right now 13.
13.
Honestly, since it's just one attack, I think you could handle it.
Because
Yeah.
a plus 11 is great, and out of character, in character, Kira's probably be like, I can help you aim if we need.
Okay. I'll be-
Yeah, she was roasting you with.
Yeah, that's what. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, maybe take off the bracers and put the ring on.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right, unattune from the bracers of archery and give yourself some fire resistance.
I think that's a
Pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Ooh, I love how RPG that feels.
I know, right?
It's fun.
Pull off this item
Yeah,
and put this item
yeah.
on.
Put this item on. Oh, I don't want +2 anymore.
And I'll still keep the sword of Zariel on me, unless.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to touch that thing. I'm good with being good with the infernal bloodline. Don't really want to deal with any of that
So it's-
angel.
Yeah, sure. Just kind of weird. It's kind of like light in my chest a little bit.
Yeah, no, I like despair.
I'm just thinking the sword would probably let me use it.
Are the wings only able to be out with the blade drop? 'Cause I don't think it says. No, it just says beautiful pair of wings grant you flying speed. It doesn't say that.
I allow you to summon them,
Okay.
so they can dissipate or they can appear if you would
Yeah.
like.
So, could I like just leave it like sheathed and just use my other sword and still have like the wings in it?
Mhm.
Cool.
Great.
It's just an item.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
All right. So what you guys doing?
Just boots of flying.
Plus a bunch of other shit.
Waiting for class to come back. Probably making lunch for Atlantica.
Perfect. What do you make Atlantica?
Yeah, like
What does Curia make for Atlantica?
I'm not good at recipes, personally.
Is Curia? Is he really good at cooking?
Just think back of who he lived with.
It's true.
Phelan, who is probably just like, I can eat bark, and he's just like, why would you do that? Bark. Why would you do that? It's edible.
Wait, what does Atlantica want? She hasn't eaten in like 8 months.
I know. I'm trying to think about.
This
I
is,
don't know.
if we have to solve this in real life, you have to solve it in D&D too.
Gosh dang it. Salmon.
Also, it's a
Also-
hilarious roleplay moment.
We also have to figure out because we're in.
You know what? I'm hungry too.
We're in White Place, which is.
What?
I remember the name of the.
Whitecap.
Whitecap. There you go. White Place.
Ah, the deep south.
White Place.
Ah.
Cartoon that?
Texas.
It's like in Lilo and Stitch. I can't give him tuna.
Like salmon. If I die, I want my body to take a beach dance with a movable rod having to serve my spine. Aspiration.
I mean, I more often. Well, before I didn't eat. I more often ate fish, but surprise, I'm not a fish. But even fish eat fish.
Sometimes.
Atlantica's way more elf than she is fish.
Yeah. So maybe something with fish if you can get.
But are her toes webbed? Yes.
Ew.
Fingers are a little wet too.
A little bit, yeah.
But she can still follow dexterity, so just
Mhm.
a little bit more rubbing.
Some people do have that too,
Yep.
so it's just like, hey.
Yeah, I want a sandwich. Not big into fish.
Okay.
Don't like fish.
Okay.
I'll just make
Is-
myself a sandwich.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make myself a sandwich.
Just make sure it's not just bread, egg, and bread.
bread, eggs, bread. bread, eggs, bread. That's
I
so
missed the
dumb. So
I miss the
stupid.
mansion.
What does Kyria make?
Mm,
Does Vincent make a sandwich?
Yeah.
What kind of sandwich?
Peanut
Make
butter.
like a
I
clam.
know,
A
I
peanut
tried
butter
to do
sandwich?
You could
I hate fish, so
Vincent.
I'm like trying
I
to
have
figure-
expected,
Out of
I have
nowhere.
expected Logan to like burst out
Eats
of
a
his room
peanut
with
butter. We just fought Zariel. Peanut butter sandwich. I'm hungry.
I want food gummy.
I want food gummy.
That's Vincent.
I want full gummy.
Stupid.
It'd probably be a fillet that's just seasoned well enough. It'd just be like, you don't know what she likes.
Make me a intelligence check with a proficiency.
Survival?
Unless you have.
So-
Unless you have
Okay, I'll take it.
See, it makes sense.
cooking utensils as a proficiency.
Why do you think his survival is so high?
Go for it.
Of course he makes a peanut butter sandwich.
23.
He was a college kid.
Curia, surprisingly, makes the best tilapia fillet you've ever had. It's like, it's soft and crispy. The seasoning is amazing. You don't know where he got most of this stuff, but it's so goddamn good. Especially because you haven't eaten in a long time.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
The worst part
Doesn't
about
wanna hear
peanut
those
butter
sounds from
sandwich
her.
is when it gets stuck on the roof of your mouth. He's like,
Class comes back.
peanut butter.
You see, you come back into the villa, seeing Atlantica going, ooh, with a piece of fish.
Is it too hot?
No, it's really good.
Oh.
Plus, I
have
haven't
more.
eaten. You should have
I
some.
have peanut butter.
He has a
bread.
chef's hat
You know what's
on.
weird? I don't have to eat. I can though. It doesn't like.
There is
So like me.
more if you
Well,
don't
before-
want
I
it.
think it's natural though. Like I don't have a thing.
Well,
sticking
that's
on my head.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, some of us do have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
would like some. If
Go
there's-
for it. I literally prepared enough for everybody.
Y'all eat some fish.
And a sandwich.
It's delicious. A sandwich. A peanut butter sandwich.
Just peanut butter and white bread.
Rita is doing well.
Good.
She
Vincent's the picky kid.
I-
almost thought that you
Like
guys
me.
didn't want to see her, but I told her that you guys were just busy. So I think she understood. I don't know.
Vega,
I
we all
switched
miss
the-
you. We are just very busy. Curia says hello.
What'd she say back?
I switched the topic really quickly.
Oh boy.
It like takes a bit, and she's like, "Well, I'm working right now, but thank you." And then it just kind of like
Trails off.
Yeah. And it's going like, "Oh," and she's probably like in the middle of something, so it's partially like, "Wait, no, don't do that right now."
But you get that in your head. Wait, no. Come back. Anyways, Vincent, I was just.
Are you okay?
And then probably another one saying, "Really sorry, thank you for that. Means a lot."
I understand what you meant now. I'm worried I've started something.
What?
Oh, is this to carry that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you know. Usually you don't just sending people. Like usually you wait for them to, sending you first, because then it's not weird. But I've opened the channel now. Like now she'll feel like she just can message me whenever.
Why do you think I never
Who's sending to Zariel?
Hey,
Hey, bitch.
Food gummy sandwich.
Gummy
Waffle
sandwich.
That sounds disgusting.
Mm-hmm. They would just fall out. You take a bite and they go.
If it was peanut butter and fruit gummy sandwich, then it would stick in.
That sounds
Hey,
terrible.
Banana, peanut butter is
like-
common. You just
Peanut
get that
butter and
little-
banana is really good.
Mhm.
Peanut butter and
You just have
honey?
that, sure. Very, very sticky.
Peanut butter Cheerios.
All right, Want to Wanderers, what are you guys doing?
Like,
I think we're going to
Avernus, the city.
Avernus, the city.
Avernus, the city? Are you gonna bamf there?
Yeah, we're not gonna walk.
Oh yeah.
You're like, I have a fuck all this distance item.
Give
Well,
me
no, I
a
need to sleep
plane shift
first,
check.
guys.
Oh, so we go in the morning?
Yeah, unless you want to get stuck somewhere. that-
Hopefully, Zariel won't. Hopefully, Gregory fucks Zariel up enough that
Oh, I really want to know what happened.
DM's like, no, please no.
Jacob's like, I need to do the combat after this game. Calculations, it's the meme of him sweating. It's like all the calculations.
Scribe. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
It's like a mix of the calculations, and the dude would just like this, and it's like literally
That and I feel
pounds
like,
of sweat.
and I feel like it would be
Key and
also
heel.
the guy that's like the board with all the lines back like
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
always sunny. I know my
Oh yeah, the
Why have you
sweating,
done
and he's
this
like,
to me?
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
you guys are going to long rest in the villa. All right, you guys head to sleep. And as you all drift off to sleep, you may push the button. You may push the button.
Hell
everybody.
yeah.
Button
Everybody
is
may
being
push the
pushed.
button.
Yes, everybody may push the button. But
so
Atlantica,
that everyone knows, it is not the level up button. It is the long rest button.
no.
It could be the level up.
It's not.
We've had trouble from time to time of us hitting the button and then Jacob being all like, "Yeah, something happened." And it's like, "Okay, I gotta figure out what I need to do."
And I go,
So,
bitch, because it's usually to me.
and I said, "Bitch."
Tyler, Atlantica, sorry.
Tyler gets it.
Tyler, personally.
Like, it's so
You
meta.
head to sleep, and when you sleep, there's nothing. Darkness. Yeah, you meditate. When you meditate, you still dream.
Yeah.
There is nothing. You sometimes in your in that of your sorcery and whatnot, you have these very vivid dreams of the ocean and your home and whatnot, but there's nothing. It's just complete void and darkness. You're very aware of it, and you see like bubbles, and the bubbles kind of look like stars on like a night sky, but it's the ocean as they kind of go upwards. You snap awake as in the middle of the dream, a face of Erebus flies closer towards you, much like Zariel did when she saw you, and she like nearly broke the sound barrier, getting close as fast as she could towards you. You just see that again, and you immediately wake up. A few more of your hairs transformed to black. There's a good couple, like maybe a big strand that you can pull out now. Large amount of it. On everybody waking up, that's where we're going to go ahead and take a break. A little bit of an early one, but I have to do some calculations. So we'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe a little longer, because we take a long time with these breaks. Sorry about that, guys. Love you for joining us. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
We also appreciate
talking about you.
waiting through the break.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You. I love you. Not fucking you. I love you. Thank you.
What about me?
Hey, we did it in a timely manner. All right, let me say.
We
All
tried.
right, just saying.
tried.
But
Hey guys, how long was it?
it was exactly 23 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's below average.
Grace, are you drinking a Bang and you're just like, oh.
So good.
Just so you know, Jacob.
Looks like Atlantic on a
giant
fish.
jellies.
I got gardevoir and that's all that I'm. That's all.
Fruit gummy.
Oh, sadness.
Oh, here, have some fruit gummy.
Fruit gummy.
Colton! Colton will never stop amazing me with the amount of random, like, bootleg shit that he buys all the time. Such as giant jelly.
So he
I
has
want
the
the baby.
I hate you.
one.
I look like an alcoholic here. It's sparkling apple
So
cider.
I did it on
Just so you.
purpose.
Yeah.
Should we check out the bottle? I was
Like,
gonna ask.
your Pokemon team.
No.
It's mine.
I was gonna ask. You didn't have to say yes.
No, it's mine. It's out of the bottle now.
I'm eating a pretzel. Hang on. Okay.
All fighting types.
Well, yeah, but like, there's.
That makes sense.
But
Lucario is like
yeah, I know. I was like, this.
A tier for class.
So, you guys long rested and had wonderful dreams.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
That's where we left off.
There's a cat in the middle of a box. In the middle of a bag.
Yeah, get him out of there. He's gonna make so much noise with
Watch
it.
it happen.
I am just watching it happen because it's hilarious.
Are you okay?
I think he regretted chugging it.
No, this is Atlantica.
Oh, okay.
Look, they put in like a fancy make delivery bag in there.
Stop advertising them.
Was it the fish?
DoorDash, not
No. Okay, I want more. Because I'm hungry. Because I need breakfast.
I'm not making
No.
fish for breakfast.
I don't care. I don't know. If you're gonna make anything, or I can.
He's probably like in the middle of making pancakes. He's like, I'm not making fish.
Pancakes!
I also had another weird dream last night, which is left.
About what?
Hey, who's tippy tapping their mic?
No one.
Alright, well, one of them crackled, apparently. So.
It's
Sorry, guys.
Tyler.
Oh, so yeah, someone said it's Tyler, so maybe Tyler accidentally did so.
I didn't touch you.
Stop fucking Tyler!
Giant poop dummy.
It had to do with Erebus. Oh, there's a cat in the back. It had to do with Erebus.
You getting your bag
Again.
now?
The lich?
Whatever she is.
Have you fought a lich before?
Hmm?
Have you ever fought a lich before?
We almost did and we ran.
Oh, I thought you lifted it with him in it. I was ready to be really laugh at that.
Pay attention to the game.
I assume neither of you have ever fought a lich.
I know what they are, a little bit. They're like immortal beings, right? Apparently, Zephyr told me a story one time when he got really mad at someone and acted like he was a lich. Or something.
I don't even know what a lich is, other than what you guys have been saying.
Maybe a wizard? He acted like he was something. And then they found out just a guy behind the curtain. He was really upset about that.
Some fucking wizard boss.
Apparently you were there.
I may have been drunk. Should we worry more about this? Because if you get taken over by some weird lich who for some reason wants your, I don't know, your soul or something.
That hasn't happened yet with these dreams, as far as I can tell. My hair's getting even darker, which is dumb.
Yeah, did Erebus have dark hair?
Very dark hair.
What if she's just like becoming the opposite? Right? Because the way the story went, someone got rid of Erebus, and then now Erebus is back. What if she's just the new person to get rid of
Well,
Erebus?
then wouldn't that mean that we need to deal with it? To
Yes.
kill her?
Probably.
I assume she's trying to take her over.
So she would win instead of the other
Why
side.
else would her hair be turning like that?
It's true.
But I'm not.
Not yet.
Yeah, but it happens
Yeah.
a lot with you.
Sometimes it's a buildup of a lot of
And
things.
What do you mean a
you
lot?
don't ever mean for it to.
What's the?
Like
who-
you don't mean to
who
get
ki-
taken
who-
over, but it happens a lot.
Who banished her? Who killed her? What was
Well,
their name?
I've never heard of this Erebus person myself, but she's calling me. Oh God, I have to look at the name.
Adriana.
Thank you.
Can I
Adriana.
legend lore that? There's
Adriana?
Yeah.
Yes, I will type it to you.
Apparently it was a gnome.
Now
invented
I
the village
remember
recently.
it was the fucking gnome, and then he wouldn't let me look at his spell book, and I got mad. Sorry.
I pulled a Logan on that one.
Yeah. And then he tried to take my spell book.
Bait and switch. We love you, Logan. If you're watching this, you're
He's
definitely not watching this.
I just remember years and years ago, we killed a gnome
Hey guys,
because everyone wanted to know who Fenris was.
all 33 of you, Flood, RuneSmith,
Don't remind me of those
video,
terrible
just say
times.
Arcane Arcade loves you. See what happens.
I recall that occasionally, and just
You don't actually have to do that.
she climbed a tree. She felt threatened
Who?
No, I thought we killed the gnome.
inadvertently. Back in
Try
the
to
day.
kill one on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, back in the day.
You tried to,
Would
and
be
Kuva stopped
3.5. Want to know what Fenris was?
Oh
And
yeah.
as it
that
happened,
too.
the poor gnome was being killed.
Oh yeah, that whole thing.
So
Oh,
do
that
I
was
get.
a long time ago. Okay, anyway.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just
legend lore.
waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yeah, but he's just.
I'm
waiting for us.
reminiscing in horror, is what I'm doing.
You're also doing your I want to talk now.
No, sorry, that's on my
But yeah,
face.
that was again.
That's why we were like,
Can we not talk about this anymore? But yeah,
Nope.
that was a thing.
So guys, this one time in Overwatch,
Eugene didn't try to kill Nomi, he tried to kill Kenku. Because the Kenku killed a cat.
no, there was like a boy that was like harassing
And
a
that
church,
was-
and they told Eugene
Oh, yeah.
to take care of it.
Oh.
And Eugene went to go kill him,
That
and
was the
Mallory and
girl.
Greta were like, no, don't kill the
Well,
boy.
when you say take care of it, my mind goes
Yeah.
to murder the child.
Almost 3
Old
children
game.
that
That game was fun.
Spencer's characters have murdered.
yeah, let's just totally ignore
Summon the
child
bell of tacos.
that Ashikari killed.
Man,
Why must you
I'm
be destructive?
Just now remembering how like horrible, like not horrible. Horrible's a terrible word. How emotionally like distraught that first game of Immortals made us.
Oh God, that's a tone and a half.
Really set the tone. Hey, this kid's gonna become a hag. What are you gonna do about it?
Mercy kill. And then Danella's just like, hey, blood magic. Ashikari thought
Was
everyone
that the
hated
first
her.
game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like first or
No.
second.
I did not. Like, the first game was when you killed the kid because of the hack thing. But Danella didn't say that this is why you should do blood
No,
magic
no, it
till
wasn't
much
that.
later.
I was just saying, she's just like, blood magic. And then later on, she's like, that's why you don't do it. She's just like, I just lost my hand.
I just lost my grandmother.
The grandmother that sacrificed herself.
Mm-hmm.
Gremlin mode has been unleashed.
What? What?
Do you guys believe in reincarnation?
Didn't it happen to Zephyr?
Different.
Like coming back after you're already dead?
But as someone new. Not with the same memory, but like you die and then you're reborn and you're a child and then you're a teen and then you're an adult.
Isn't that normally a religious thing?
Yes.
Didn't really study a whole lot about religion.
I guess I'm not that dumb.
Because you're the lady you've been talking about. That she was a sea elf, and then she ascended, and now she's the like god of storms and wrath and that type of thing.
And now Atlantica's an angel. Sort of.
That's 'cause
I think they're
sword.
two different things.
I think it's
It is
weird.
quite strange that now she's an angel and but
And the sword was exactly where, like, in the middle of
Rituals.
But yeah, in the middle of the ritual room.
And she died protecting a city, like
Yes.
like your city, like.
Yes. That's.
And now you have like water magic. Is that not?
Yes. What?
Atlantica.
What?
I think you're the chosen one.
So now you have, and now your city is being
Like you're
attacked
chosen to,
by
like
undead.
Like you're supposed to save your city.
Was the storm even happening when we were there? Isn't there supposed to be a storm over your city? Was it there?
Yeah. That's.
We teleported right away, so I mean,
Maybe.
we're
Ju-
underwater.
Could you
Just now
scribe?
we didn't see it, but
Could you scribe?
because we
I
didn't see
wonder how Klaus was able to airship over there.
Oh yeah. The storm's gone.
Yeah, you're like a god now.
It's like the fucking.
it. No.
Yes, you are.
No.
You're like a chosen one.
This
You
is
might
the
not be
second
her,
one of his
but
characters.
she went to you. It's like Curious Patron. She is your patron, except she doesn't respect it, or she doesn't expect anything in return. She's just going, here, my little goddess baby. I'm gonna give you this. You don't need to pay me or work for it.
But I
Just
haven't-
here, take some
But
water.
Didn't
Take
Curious
it.
Patron like talk to him? I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. But that's part of the I expect something in return. I'm gonna talk to you. You're gonna do things for me.
Yeah,
She's
but
just
not
like,
of
hey, you can take this.
Gianna.
Just
What
take
does
it. I don't
Erebus
need it. I have too much
person?
magic.
Well, what if you're being blocked somehow?
I hate sorcerers. I'm so sorry.
Like,
I know it's not your fault.
Like, what if she knows that you're supposed to be the one to stop her? so
And she
she's
can't
trying
do
to stop
anything
you
about it
first?
because now her enemy is just like, I'm back.
But now she's like trying to distract you with dreams, while she tries to win.
And she's
Wasn't she also like basically a goddess of undeath? Like, it makes so much sense with all of the undead coming around
no,
now.
she's not the goddess of undeath, is she?
Maybe not a goddess, but
Not death though, right?
not Erebus.
Religion rolls. You want to know?
Class wouldn't fucking know. He's just assuming.
Religion.
That's right.
12.
He's a cleric.
Your legend lore told you the only thing you know about her, which was she's more of just a.
God damn it.
What?
Atlantican, I have the high ground.
Atlantican.
That sounds
Thank
like
you, James
somebody who
Edwards.
stinks their Atlantica, though. Atlantica.
I think they can. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what
no.
I'm
And let's
seeing.
go and try it too.
You put bad thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, man.
Oh, lightsaber.
Just got some sort of.
I can't find it, but Erebus is more like a very powerful, maybe demigod deity of darkness,
Darkness, not undeath.
not undeath. Darkness.
But she is a lich, supposedly.
Yeah. That was never confirmed.
Someone said it last game though that she's a lich.
I think some of you had the idea that she was a lich, but
Yeah,
nobody
we never
said
it. We just so
said
Klaz has like this theory in his head that he mentioned that somehow Orcus is involved, but nothing about
You
Erebus.
guys did do roll on Orcus. Orcus is the demon prince of undeath, and she has the wand of Orcus. But I never said the word lich.
Okay.
I'm just confused now. I'm.
Oh, I'd be confused too if a god was like, "Hey, you're going to be my champion." I'd probably go, "Please no, I don't want that."
I mean, I haven't
so
even been
weird
told
to
that,
say.
so I don't even have that. I can't even. What?
Basically,
See,
you
this
have
is
her
the
blood.
problem with not learning your magic. Is sometimes you don't get to say no. I don't want
shush
that.
you. I can't control any of this that's happening. It's just happening. So,
Are we going to happiness? Or are we going to deal with the strange god lich lady under the sea?
all I know is that
We
she's
don't know
getting more and
what's-
more like aggressive in my dreams
We
too.
don't know what's gonna happen to Atlantica if we don't go deal with that now. We don't know what the hair
We
means.
could go to Avernus and hang out there and
Yeah, I know,
destroy
you don't
the-
want to go
I
underwater.
don't want to go underwater.
Yes, Erebus, but when my thing was happening, we stopped.
But it wasn't underwater. If she was like, we need to go to Zarakis to save my people, I'd be like, well, let's go. But
Have you ever been there?
no, I really want to.
I just think before anything else happens,
You're right.
maybe we should go, even if it's underwater. Think about, I mean, not really underwater. It was relatively dry.
Wouldn't you rather get done with that as quickly as possible?
Yes.
So you don't have to go back under anymore.
And then we don't run the risk of Atlantica being possessed by Erebus
And then
kill us
and then
all,
it just being 3 of us going underwater instead of 4.
and having to fight Erebus / Atlantica.
Atlanticus. Sorry.
I don't want my mind controlled again. Please, no. No, it's not fun stabbing. It's really not fun.
I was the one being stabbed.
Well, it's not. It hurts me on the inside as much. Maybe not as much, but.
You almost bled out, but it hurt me just as much as that.
I love it so much.
Next time, I'll stab you. And
Please no.
maybe it won't hurt.
If you stabbed, wouldn't that just automatically hurt? You guys are
Did you
making
hand
no
that to
sense
the
this
DM?
morning.
Could you hand this to the DM?
All I'm saying is we really should not
Be glad I'm not writing you notes. You wouldn't be able to read them. My handwriting is
get
horrible.
taken over again.
Like,
Are you laughing? Oh, okay. You're not laughing at Classy One Kenobi. That one's like okay.
It's not the classy one.
Atlantica
right
Kin
there.
is
That's great.
Atlantica Kin is so much better. But
because it just
It's
puts
it's
a really-
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I have to go
as
check
picture
this.
Vincent is mentally screaming at the heavens about the whole. She became a sorcerer, now a chosen one. Where's the love for the wizard?
No,
Okay,
no,
guys,
no, no,
Vincent,
no.
you get to live.
Vincent is like, I just want to live. I don't want to do any of this.
Nope, I just wanted to write a fucking book.
Hey, you'll have the best book ever after this.
God, people don't buy it, I'm gonna use mine.
What would you call your book?
I don't know yet. I guess you'll get to figure out if I live.
A tale of 2 parties.
What?
With 2 different groups.
I'm gonna make it, Jeff. Originality was in Atlantica.
You guys look at me in the camera now.
Damn it. Oh my god, these are all you.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't even see it. I guess we just don't even check news. I'm like, I don't want to read this.
Is this in character or out of character laughing?
I spelled lich wrong and Klaus corrected it.
How did you spell it?
None of your business.
Bitch, but with an L.
Does he have a red pen?
He would.
Gee.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I spelled advice wrong too.
He would. It depends. We'd advise. He probably
The first time ever Jacob got to correct someone
does it
else on
also
their
too.
spelling.
Like, he'll do it like.
My dad's an English teacher. Are you kidding me? I do it all the time.
He's saying you get to correct somebody.
Oh,
Because you're dumb.
I know how to spell.
Oh, that was way too rude.
You've been kind of vindictive tonight.
A little
Welcome
bit,
to
yeah.
New Atlantica.
No,
She's just mean now.
in the car I said something and he was really
It
like.
could be titled, if you're reading this, I lived.
And it was, I don't even remember what you said completely now, but
No,
I was
but-
actually like, Whoa, where'd that come from?
I'm in one of those moods
Was it
tonight.
like that I don't trust you or something?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
But it was really, really aggressive. Like, I just don't trust you. And I'm like, whoa. It was just a little.
I said something earlier today too that came out like way harsher than I meant it to.
I really
don't know what it
mean
was.
nothing by it. I'm any of this. I'm being very sarcastic with it,
But
but
what's coming out?
apparently.
Apparently.
What?
That's what you said.
You did not.
Apparently.
You said that.
Yeah. Okay, so
Under the sea? Again?
Under the sea.
Should I scry? Should I make
Yeah,
sure that
probably.
probably a good idea.
Oh, I wonder if Gregory's still alive. You could use Scry and Gregory.
She's definitely fantastic. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah,
It'd
give
be good to know if he's still down.
me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Usually a dead girl instead.
We'd have to fight her again because she just told them.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that
Klaus
really
kept
be
my
weird?
pen.
Ow!
Can you give me my pen?
You sent your pen over
On
to
accident, he was
Cla-
like, this is mine now. Or he's like, this is mine.
It's my favorite.
Okay. Destroy the phylactery. Use counterspell. Use melee. And no electricity. I don't think any of us do electricity, right?
It's probably a really bad idea to use that underwater.
Yeah, probably.
Well, she's not in the water, right?
Right,
She
but
was
if we end up in water, it's probably a really bad idea.
Yes. Do you
So,
use
I
electricity?
do.
How?
I can't.
Klaus says not to do it.
Then I will avoid doing it. It's a good thing.
Maybe it heals them. You think that worked, dude?
I don't know.
Because they're like dead. You shock someone and bring them back to life. No?
Wouldn't
would
that just
shock-
kill them faster?
Yeah. Well, why would a shock?
Is that how it
Brings them
works?
back
Like you have
No.
like dead and you have like undead and alive, and so if you get shocked, it just goes
No.
back towards the dead counter.
No, that's not how any of that works.
I don't know. I don't study undead.
Alright.
Makes sense to me.
So,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
so
start
glad Jacob heard
scrying.
none of that.
I'm gonna,
Ever.
I am so glad Jacob heard none of that. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever said in character. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
And you repeat it.
So.
I'm gonna scry on our
Good friend Greg.
good friend Gregory. Go get
Okay.
her, Greg.
Go get her. Yeah, damn it.
Okay.
I mean, at some point, I would have to
Big
go back
friendly
down there
Greg,
anyways and deal with
BFG.
it. So, whether with you
Big
guys or
friendly
without.
Greg.
I just have in my notes.
What were you talking about
Atlantica.
when I was reading?
Huh? I had a discussion about how undeath works,
Don't know what
and
else I was
was
writing.
obviously incredibly wrong, but I thought it made sense. Class thought it made sense, and then we're gonna scry on Greg to make sure that he's not dead. He's probably dead.
Just some floating dead squid.
He's just at the surface of the water.
Okay, then we'd see if the storm was there or not.
You cast it.
Mm-hmm.
And you get nothing.
Nobody?
Scrying specifies a creature.
Oh, it's a weird.
If you're dead, you're an object.
If you're dead, you're an object. Bummer. You're a corpse.
True.
Okay. Well, I think Gregory died.
Wasn't not surprising how hard Zariel gets, but I wonder how.
Let's just hope she's not
Can
in the
you
water.
scry on Zariel?
No.
You-
Sounds like a really bad idea.
Well, if she can avoid being scryed on by me because she's quite powerful, and then I feel like if I try, she'll know it's me, and then she'll be upset, and then she'll be just add another.
Focus on us again.
I mean, I think she still is going to be focusing on me for a while. at
Yeah,
least.
she needs it dead.
I think she just wants whoever has the sword dead. Whoever has the sword is first target.
Shouldn't we maybe leave that in Whitecap?
See a glowing light? Off in the corner of your eye, in the villa. Turn. You see a form apparating. And stepping out of the glowing light, you see Levi. He steps forward, a holographic-like image of him. It's translucent and glowing. He's wearing armor. He has a sword down on his side, and he looks over towards you.
Does anybody else see him?
Everybody else sees him.
Thank God. 'Cause
But he's
just like-
only looking at you.
Oh, great.
And his voice echoes as he speaks. Kyria, I come with you a message. I discovered a way into Goldcrest. The unicorn has showed me a way in. If there were anyone to survive, I'm going to help them out. But if you need a way into the city, a way is opened.
Good.
And then he disappears.
That was interesting.
So if we need to get to the fortress, if it's in Goldcrest,
I wonder if she's there.
we have a way in.
Under the sea then.
It's in the sea.
Do your thing,
Well,
Vincent.
let's hope she's a lich.
You're going to the ocean?
Well, you said there was something called a phylactery.
Yeah, I don't know where her phylactery would be though.
What is that?
Do I know what a phylactery is?
Make an intelligence check.
14. If you allow me history, it's 19.
Or Arcana?
Or Arcana.
It's a magical item.
That's
You'll get a different answer based on if it's Arcana or History.
Arcana.
Arcana,
That's
a type of device used to store a soul. Much like the clone spell.
Oh.
So you're going to the ocean?
But it doesn't. Yeah, I think so.
Do we need to find it?
I mean, he said to destroy it. I mean, I'd assume it'd be helpful to destroy it.
If she
They'd
has one.
probably come back if you don't. Holds their soul.
That makes sense.
Which means it's probably not where she is. It's probably
Where it is?
she
probably-
probably hid it.
Right.
So we might have to kill her and then
And then find where she
find where she hid it.
Okay. If that's even what she is.
If she
She might be something else. Well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Vincent, do your thing.
We all leave.
Let me just close all my tabs
Oh,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
and figure shit out.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to give me a second.
do you
Sorry.
It's okay.
want me like a
And I
break?
would bring that up, like,
We could go to Avernus.
That's cool. Nope, it's fine. I can figure it out. You just gotta have to give me a second.
Okay. Like a 5-minute break? Or
What was your...
No, just roleplay.
impressed.
This is taking a long time for this one spell. For some reason I'm getting like an error.
error.
Wait, what do you...
Huh?
You want to say something? Or you think of something? You look in your thoughtful face.
Doesn't look
He's
like a
trying to,
very
like,
helpful-
collect them, and Atletica just keeps talking. He's just like, I have no idea what I'm gonna say anymore. And it's the same thing I do, where I'm just like, give me a fucking second, man. All the time. I like trying to figure stuff out, and somebody just keeps talking. I'm like, I don't care how you got this thing. Just figure what it says on here. Levi's putting himself into a good risk, big one. Going to Goldcrest by himself. And now he's sending a message. So I'm just wondering if it's good to ignore that. I don't know how long that will last,
What if...
But
but we need to
We
get
have-
the water
we-
for you.
yeah, and we don't. But
Wait.
what point do we have in going to Goldcrest right now?
Here's a
I wanna
thought.
die.
Here's the thought. Because if we go to Goldcrest, then that's should be where the fortress is, right? It should be where we're going to finish the fight.
Unless she's moving it.
Not unless she's moving it, but
I don't think she would.
why would she? It's a perfect place to keep it.
The concern is if Levi will survive. And also how long that doorway will open,
Right,
stay
but
open.
if we go there too early,
aware. It's just
But
How did the
You're
list
right.
needs to do?
we know where Bale is, right? At least have an idea.
He retreated. I don't know where he went.
I would say, what if we tried to kill him first, because we know where he is, and then
If you have a problem, just message me.
Mhm.
could you check where we're scrying?
Where what?
Where Bale would be? If he's still there?
He's also an archdevil. Scry on him would be probably
Are your friends
impossible.
going there?
If not, suicide.
I
What?
mean, I don't know how archdevils do it. It's just sometimes they can just. It seems like they failed, but then they just don't.
Let's just go into the water, deal with your thing.
Oh, I forgot. We
and
wouldn't
just-
Then go back to having us plan our next move.
This one anchor is giving us such a hard time just to get to it.
They need it. Klaus said he's gonna try to figure something out. Just take time.
Plus we're still waiting for...
How long do you think we need to do your thing?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you have a whole time limit on this lich thing?
No, I'm just.
I have
mean,
no
I
idea
know-
the extent of this.
It's just because I know that we know it. I do know that we know where the anchor is. We could handle
You
that
know
in a
as
day.
much as me about this.
We could handle that in a day. If this
I just
isn't-
assume we're gonna go down there and kill her. That's it.
We
then
have to
that's
try
what
to.
we just did. That would make it a lot quicker. Both things would take about the same amount of time then.
Do you guys think I could bring a friend.
Ooh.
Well, I could make a friend.
What?
I could make it an elemental.
Like an imaginary friend?
No, he's physical. He just takes some time to make.
What's his name?
I don't know. We could name him when he gets here.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I could. You were there, and you were there. You weren't there. Remember when we fought Glacia and I had like an earth elemental?
I think because
Kinda.
I missed half that out of character. Missed half of it because I was at work. So I'm just
No.
like, yeah.
I could make him, and he could come with us, and he could fight.
How long does it
Underwater?
10 minutes. Oh, I can make a water elemental.
take? That would be really
Oh.
nice.
Oh, it takes 1 minute.
1 minute?
That would be helpful.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
fine.
Should we do it here? Would it be better to go down there first?
Well, but
Let me see if
what
we can-
it depends on what we teleport into. If you make him right here and he can teleport with us, then
Yeah. He's a creature. He'll go with us.
Can water elemental be not in water?
I'm looking right now. Doesn't
Yeah,
say that.
it's Blade.
Dun, 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 dun.
Doesn't say that he
Levi.
can.
He become a hexblade. Yeah. Just has armor because he's cool.
Levi's leveled up.
Paladin.
Oh.
What? What do you think?
Is it paladin?
Ooh.
Hmm? Yeah. Patron's got to move on. He's got things to do.
He's got places to be.
Got places to be.
People to be with.
The patron's whole job is, I don't want to keep you a warlock your whole life.
That's like the nicest patron ever.
Yeah, he's the
Most
opposite
patrons
of
are
a
like,
It's a celestial!
most patrons are like, I'm going to give you a little bit more power so that you can work for me.
Yeah, it's a
Forever.
celestial!
This one's like, I want you to be a better you.
It's like being a Jedi. Plus me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
do things for the Jedi Order for your whole life.
Yeah, but then you become something greater.
And I was thinking that's kind of how I was
I'm gonna make a water
thinking myself.
element.
I'm impressed.
You're gonna create a water elemental. Do we have a water elemental mini?
No, I don't think so.
It works.
I mean, water elementals are large.
So not that.
Alright, you create that of a water elemental. You create the kind of summoning circle on the ground, and then out of the air, out of the elemental plane of water, this swirling, existing living water just spins in the air, this kind of mist around as it occasionally splashes onto you, and there's just this kind of like face that appears on the front of it that's swirling around in the middle of it, this like dark and gloomy kind of looking face on the front of it, and it's.
Sort of.
Claz, you're the only one that understands it, unless anybody else speaks Primordial.
Or specifically Ogwin.
Aquan.
I know Aquan.
Well, what
You,
the?
you know Ogwin?
Do you know what? No, it's
Yeah.
all three of you understand that it's just like, I am here to serve you.
Oh, we're gonna go fight a lich. Are you cool with that?
I am here to serve you.
Okay.
What's your name?
I have no name.
Then you can name him.
Can we just go?
Yes.
Greg too?
No, just Greg.
Just Greg.
No.
Gregory, not just Greg.
Well,
Let's go.
That's done.
Does he have hands? You
I
can
just.
grab.
I
Where are you
tried
teleporting to?
Do you guys want to go back to your dad's room?
What if we just went
Sure.
to right where Zariel and
Okay.
were?
I'm afraid that Gregory destroyed that part of the building.
That's a good one. What about just the ritual room? That we
That's-
found
That
That
would
was
probably be underwater now too if you
Yeah.
broke the glass.
Atlantic, give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
9.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what? Just in case. Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Yeah.
It doesn't require attunement. You just have to put that on over.
Oh,
any
I
other
put
clothes
mine
you
on.
Potentially have.
I just need to make sure it's in my area.
All right. We to your dad's room then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I use my 17. My 40.
I love how the portent has just become guarantee we teleport.
I mean, if I don't, we all teleport to a random location separately.
Like location or plane of existence.
He rolls.
That is awesome.
That's
and
why
horrifying.
when he went
Also,
to,
so do all the objects around you.
Yep.
So-
Oh, so it's almost like when you put a bag of holding in a bag of holding, except it's even more random.
But it's so cool because like the random shit around you goes with you too. Like I think that's awesome. It's like it just didn't work. Anyways,
Some cheese is floating by.
you all appear. Very cold room. Desk in front of you. Stone surrounding you. No windows. Only the exit outwards behind you. Empty room.
You gotta open the exit, right?
That exit will lead you to the outside, the middle of the water.
Oh.
Yeah. So be ready for some zombies if there's still zombies here.
Right.
Well,
I tell my elemental,
That's-
if anything tries to attack us, attack it back.
okay, let's go. We'll go outside.
You go through the submersion tank, and it kind of moves you downwards like an elevator until it begins to slowly fill up with water. Who's got cloaks of the manta rays? Everybody did, and you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
You all adjust as the cloak clings to the side of you and allows you to breathe the water inwards. As it opens, the stone moves, and you look around. Your city is flooded. All of the interior bits of it, glass floating all over the place, distant beings kind of slowly floating like corpses everywhere. Some of the buildings sort of destroyed, but most of it is all of it is completely submerged. And you see floating off in the distance a large obsidian kraken creature, dead.
This place.
A couple of its tentacles sliced off.
What do my
No
devil
devils.
eyes sees?
So, just to remind you, Jacob, since I'm still attuned to that sword, I have that true sight.
True sight.
Fucking
Okay.
true sight going on.
All right. You look at Kyria and you
16.
notice. I'm just kidding.
Grace, like, what?
It's so you can see in normal magical darkness. You can see invisible creatures and objects.
Invisible and transformed alter self to creatures.
Yes, automatically detect visual illusions to succeed on saving throws against them.
Yep.
Perceive the original form of a shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic and see into the ethereal plane.
Yep. I know how it
For
works.
60 feet.
It's awesome.
60 feet?
For 60 feet.
Damn.
Yeah. It's
The only good thing about the Eye of Vecna. Only good thing.
Okay,
Lead the way.
I don't know,
You see something swimming towards you.
oh boy.
You might not need to lead the way.
What is it?
It's darkness.
Oh, well, that might...
Can you see through it?
It's too far away. I can't see.
Closer and closer and closer. You see the same person you've seen before, about 90 to 100 feet away from you. She floats there, hair kind of twirled upwards. Hair, if that's what you could call it. It more just looks like an abyss floating off the front of what would be her head. Blazing orange eyes. And she looks like that, okay, looks like that of a sea elf, but completely dark. She has like kind of like this almost like long like dress-like thing that kind of goes down, completely covers her legs. She almost just looks like a silhouette. She kind of stares over. She sees you. And you hear her voice kind of boom outwards, and even in the water, which would be normally muffled, but you all kind of hear it almost in your minds. She says, Adriana, you return. Have you come to accept your fate and destiny, that I may rule over the oceans once again, after you stole it from me? Don't play dumb with me.
No, I'm gonna play dumb because I am dumb.
And you have not accepted your fate. You've not accepted who you truly are.
I don't even know you.
Then why are you here?
To kick you out of this city?
This is my city.
No.
I ruled over it.
Could you
I
explain who you are?
protected it.
Not for a long time, at least.
Do you know why it was sheltered away and taken to the bottom of the ocean? That was my doing. I talked to our enemies and advised a deal that would allow us to be protected for eons. And you took that away from us.
Can you stop saying you? That's just weird. Sorry, but also at the same time, that also just sounds like a bad idea.
She points over and she looks at all of the undead in the rest of the place that are kind of floating about. She says, "This is your doing.
No, you didn't.
You brought this upon yourself."
No. I'm gonna deal with it. You can, if you didn't do this, then you can swim that way, and we'll go deal with it.
If you don't believe me, then look what you allowed into this city to kill the one you loved. She holds her hand upwards. And swimming upwards, ever closer, is that of the rotting, bloated corpse of Atkin. He swims upwards, sword in his hand. His eyes kind of lazily looking off in the distance, glowing this green color. And she holds up the wand of Orcus and points it at him. I didn't kill him.
No, that creature did.
I would see those creatures never enter this city again. Take with you what you brought upon yourself. She begins to swim backwards a bit. Kind of just leaving him there, kind of floating. She moves further and further and further. There's the back kind of wall of the city that goes into like the tunnels and the caves that go beyond where the tombs and crypts and other pieces of the sea wall that go inwards, and she just disappears into the darkness. Adkin floating there.
She's not looking at him.
Are we going after her?
Another sea elf floats upwards next to Adkin. And another. And another. They all simultaneously in sync turn their heads over towards everyone else. and begin to swim closer. And closer. And closer.
Destroy undead.
Oh, shit. Alright, give me a second.
Like your challenge ready for your end.
Challenge rating 3 or under?
For your lower.
They are not.
They're not.
They are not.
They're higher.
But that could be turned at least.
They can be turned.
Yeah.
Turn and destroy are the same thing, yeah? Or do you have to destroy or turn?
No, it's the same.
Same thing. So wisdom saves?
Yeah.
It's turn undead, and if they are challenge rating 3 or lower, they get destroyed.
Turn resistance. Have advantage on saving throws against turning undead.
What? That's the whole point of fucking
Natural
undead.
20 on Atkin.
Fuck you, Ad.
And the other 3.
I mean,
Who I have names for. Give me 1 second.
Who bumped you?
It's
No,
not
they're
Billy
gonna
Dodger.
be.
No, it's Eris, Platon, and Vasilis. Some of your friends that were from the military academy that you had studied in for a while under your father. Yes. One of them gets a advantage. Is this a wisdom save? 17?
Nope.
That fails?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What's your DC? Damn. So that would be Eris that failed, and then that's a fail as well. So that's a fail from Platon, and then Vasilis. That's a 19. So 2 of them are frightened.
just so you know,
Mhm.
I rolled myself a wisdom save just to see how cognizant she is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, so she's
Oh.
pretty.
She's pretty pissed.
She's just angry at this point.
Join the club.
At this point,
Embrace it.
roll initiative.
Hey, someone made a pretty good point in the chat. It doesn't specify in the actual
Oh, can I
stat
get the
block.
underwater background?
Yeah, it's already on.
Oh, okay, cool.
It doesn't specify in the actual stat block, but would a water elemental like be like super blended in with the water? Like,
No, as an earth and air elemental would not be blended in with the air.
okay, that's fair. But
They are made of water, but they're very visible.
they're very visible.
Very visible. They almost kind of like swirl and move. It's almost like
Okay.
moving bubbles almost. Here's your map, y'all. Go ahead and put your minis down.
I haven't got mine yet.
That's
Oh yeah, because we did the first combat without minis.
Yep.
I totally didn't have like an anchor prepared or anything, so you hit the underwater now.
Sorry,
Alright.
not really.
That's how it goes.
Welcome to D&D.
Yep. Hey, what's up?
Does the water elemental go on my turn? Let's find out.
words.
Sahuagin.
okay.
What?
Sorry, I was just like trying to step
Me
very
too. I'm really
carefully.
tired.
It's very wobbly.
Oh, yep. It has its own turn and it goes before me.
Goes before you.
Yep.
Fuck's a paladin.
It has a better dex than I do.
Big boy.
Maybe not.
Why?
If it's within 5 feet of you, you take damage. It's like part of its stuff, right? It can like
Here's
beat you
one.
down with like its like movement.
Here's
Or is it
another.
if it stops in your turn
It's
space?
in your space.
Here's
Put it back where
another.
it
It's
was,
my
please.
Flareon, and this one is Atkin. The zombie one.
It has to. It's called Whelm. It's if it ends its turn in your space.
Oh,
You,
that's just a sea turtle.
it's a strong save.
He's just chilling.
He's like ah.
Fuck.
But he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Because they're stupid. And they go, ooh.
There's a
Ooh,
sea
maybe
star.
there's food over here.
Food.
And then it goes, wait a second.
I'm gonna
And it
eat.
does that every like
Do you like
5
the
seconds.
underwater sounds?
No.
Sure.
That's one of my favorite minis I've ever painted. The Mind Flare. It's fun.
All right. Let me put you guys in the initiative tracker here.
Group up. Group up.
Why?
Please.
Is everybody full
Um,
health?
You want?
Yes.
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 Huh?
Full health?
Yeah. No, I did a secret side mission where I lost 12 health.
And I'll roll the initiative for the water elemental
Oh,
if that's
I
fine.
already did.
Oh, never mind then. That's fine. It's the music. Chill out.
One of the zombies makes that noise.
Yeah.
It was the bard. Okay. Chill.
It's gonna be the new.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put in their names real fast.
It's funny because it can if it ends its turn on you, you're like stuck in the vortex, but someone can come up to it and pull you out if they're strong enough.
Zephyr.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all fucked.
Well, he's my buddy. Oh, here comes the sea turtle.
Oh,
He's gonna go right between us. Oh.
There's 4, right? Cool. All right. Atlantica.
30-20.
Awesome. Kyria.
15.
Class.
6.
Nice.
Oh.
And the water elemental.
15.
And Vincent.
12.
All right. Let me roll theirs. I can just push a button and roll theirs.
Woo.
12 on the water elemental.
15.
15, sorry.
12 is Vince.
It re-rolled it on accident. Oh, shit.
What?
Atkin is first.
Ooh.
21.
Dang. Is he also he's a rogue? Rogue Ray.
I don't know if he is.
Undead rogue.
Could be very well be a swashbuckler.
God. God. We don't need this again.
He's going to swim closer towards Atlantica.
How much closer can you get?
He just all the way swims all the way into melee with Atlantica, getting closer and closer towards you. She's kind of deadly, kind of going
Beforehand,
over.
she had her eyes down. Now she just looks at.
He looks over at you and kind of turns his head, and he says, "Join me." And he holds up his hands, and he watches this sickly green kind of wispiness comes out of his fingertips and over towards you, and over into like your gills and mouth and nose and eyes, and it kind of begins to overtake you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
19.
19.
19?
19.
19.
Didn't roll.
Well,
Unfortunately.
you succeed, and he fails his Crown of Madness cast on you.
Oh.
That's the end of his turn. It is Atlantica's turn.
Don't
She
need
does
that
that.
shit.
No.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't respond.
So is Zariel.
Oh, shit! And shooting?
Mhm.
Go for it.
Stab and shoot.
Stab and shoot.
Stab.
She no longer has the +2 on this, so she can. The sword has a 23,
Yep.
and then the
When you go over to attack, and as you swing your sword down and you stab it into him, you watch and you see as there's water around him, much like your mage armor, that is surrounding him, and it just pierces through it into him.
did I say the crossbow?
No.
The crossbow is 27.
Yep.
Is Atkin right now considered evil?
Evil?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool.
Colton, I think that
He needs
is
to
wrong.
make.
Is that not?
I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Wasn't he down there?
He's making
and,
a Constitution
the
saving
portal and
throw.
everything being open,
I'm
and
pretty
that's
sure
how
it
he
was.
died?
I'm pretty
No,
sure
it was an electric
demons.
backstory.
Huh?
Okay. I thought it was a result of that caused her to leave.
No.
Alright, then
No, it was a little bit.
What?
The result of Atlantica leaving her home?
No, Atkin wasn't killed by Gregory, right?
No.
No.
by
Atkin
the
was
portal.
killed in Atlantica's backstory.
Yeah,
Yes.
by the demon, right?
By a demon, yes.
Yeah.
Who was it?
the very same type of demons that we fought when the Demogorgon came out. So look that up.
What am I rolling?
That's more what I just thought
Constitution
Gregory
saving
was
throw.
involved
For
in
what?
that, too.
Searing Radiance.
Oh shit, that's a 7.
That's a fail. He is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Oh my
It's
god!
basically holy weapon.
That's so cool.
Non-stop.
Man,
It's-
man,
it's-
it's not-
A disturbance increases anger levels.
No, really, it's more of just like,
That's dope.
if only. Yeah.
If only I was worthy.
But it's just like.
I
it's what
assume,
it is.
is your crossbow magic?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's
Even if
the
full
Vincent
damage.
was worthy, he can't.
Don't double
use
it though,
a
he's
sword.
not a double.
nope. I
You are
am
not proficient in it though.
I feel like that's a little silly.
fuck ton of damage.
Like I
now.
understand why it does
Okay.
it, but
The sword uses you.
yeah, that's what it is.
You have to be curious or allowed to just have to run him through. Okay, this is how you
55
use a
damage.
sword.
Holy shit. He's bloodied.
Oh, that's
In my rules, undead do not make
Yeah.
saves because they're undead. They don't feel pain. You take the sword right through him, and you stab it. It explodes in radiant light, and he just kind of takes it, screaming
And
outwards.
just so you know, some of that was
So once you use swords in
Radiant?
Radiant.
Yeah. That doesn't do anything special. It does hurt him a lot though, as he just and you pull the sword out again, and his eyes are just gleaming. They're like covered in light as he just kind of looks around and can't see. Kyria.
Your books are heavier.
But they're more useful.
Her Atlantica's face has gone from like her normal like that's a
Da-da-da-da.
Her
she almost looks like she has like no emotions going on right now.
Think
They are
about
frightened,
this
right?
day.
If they're turned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was Vasilis and Eris.
For the benefits of those of us looking at the board, which one is Vasilis and which one is Eris?
Vasilis, Eris.
Okay.
You said Vasilis and remind me of Viserys.
Oh.
How much I hate that guy.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. It's a 5th level spell.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. It's just he's putting holy weapon on his crossbow.
Okay.
And then he'll shoot the one that's not frightened. Then that one.
Which one?
That one. This
That's Playton.
Cool. I'm not gonna remember that at all. I just want more.
It's fine.
It's like those like boss NPCs that have names, which you're like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm giving them names because they were people once.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you.
we don't know their names.
I
They
like
don't. They don't have name tags.
Atlantica knows. It's also a really good way for me to keep track of them instead of Dead Sea Elf 1, Dead Sea Elf 2.
It's not like they have name tags like, hi,
No.
I'm Sarah. I am Eric.
What are you doing?
Shooting that fucker. with
What's
a
your
crossbow.
range on the gun?
Crossbow.
Gosh, get cool, great. What's your attack roll?
28.
That hits.
Can't do this to me, man. I even specified.
Guys, 6 is actually being kind of good today.
I know. He's
Yeah.
like
He's
sleepy.
just taking a nap.
After today, we won't deal with them anymore.
Tomorrow for us.
Sorry,
And today, I don't deal with them anymore.
No.
That's what you gotta do.
And we're gonna use my computer to run the stream.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember
Right. Set all that
how
up.
to do things.
Yeah.
So we're
I can do it.
at 17.
Find a day.
20 damage. It's all magical.
Oh, nice.
9 of it is radiant.
Perfect. You take the just for the sake of you guys. I appreciate you specifying. Radiant damage won't do anything special to them. I'm not saying like fuck you. Like yeah. You take it's magic damage. That's important. You take the crossbow and you fire it through the water and just sticks into him as he kind of floats there and like looks up and stares over at you with the green eyes. It's the water elemental's turn.
Oh boy, go.
It's the water. Oh, I play the water elemental. The water elemental is going to swim over to this one. Oh no, it would have swum to this one because it's attacking you. He doesn't know who's who. Goes over and is going to do 2 slam attacks. Hit and a hit. He's gonna do 26 damage. I don't think it's magical, though.
But it's magic.
It is not magical, so 13 damage.
It's okay, he's trying.
He's trying real hard. He punches Atkin a couple times. It's Vasilis's turn. He's frightened. What can he do on his turn? Or turns are
I wanted to control
turning?
fire.
Is that specific, or
Run as far away as possible. That's
is that all
literally
they can do?
Yep.
It's just
All right. So Vasilis right here will swim 60 feet this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Right here.
Hey, can I control the water elemental, or do you want to do it?
I can do it, unless you want to.
I would like
It's
to.
more of
You can. Vincent.
I'm going to, that would have been a good name for him. Cast,
this turn until it for a minute or until it takes damage.
Mind
Yep.
Spike.
Mind Spike. Okay. On which one?
On, I think this one? That one?
All right.
That one's not turned.
Not turned, yeah. The one that isn't turned. Sorry. Can I have a wisdom save, please?
15.
He fails. You can't be invisible for me now.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Totally something he'll do.
I don't know.
Who's seen
That one has Crown of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I don't know what I was trying to do now.
13.
I got dice that jingle, jangle, jingle. Don't copyright us.
I can't cast Mind Spike, actually. It'll get rid of my water elemental.
Is it concentration?
Yeah. Conjure elemental is a concentration spell.
Sure is.
So I don't do that.
Okay.
Instead, I cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
And do damage.
Say it, wizard. I cast magic missile.
Timo wins. Asks if we
Fireball.
cat cam in the new house.
I will show you them a lot because they're good boys.
Yeah, they're good boys.
Moose just likes to cuddle and I love it.
Yeah, they're not evil.
Nope.
We may have 4 of them, but they are not evil.
7.
All 4 of them combined is not as bad.
They don't even chew cords. They sometimes, if it
I
moves
like-
too fast, they go.
I like how we're
then
setting
they-
that as like a precedence for being a good cat. Like that's just
Normal
a
cat behavior.
normal cat behavior.
21.
21 to hit with 21 magic
21
missile damage.
damage.
On which one?
The same one. The
All right.
Sahu wagon.
It's that one's turn. That's Playton, and he is going to swim over to Vincent.
It's always the one time I do.
I'm done.
Would he swim around to be out of this thing's?
If he swims through it, he gets caught in it.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
What are you talking about?
What?
The
Oh,
water
no, it's
elemental
if he
does
ends-
not have a special thing.
If he ends his
Sorry,
movement,
no,
it's
I
fine.
thought he was gonna have to like take an opportunity attack.
Nope.
That's all. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to get to Vincent.
35.
Yeah.
Dang. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he'll stay back here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Perfect. Thank you for measuring that for me. It's important. And it's going to use grave bolts.
What?
Grave bolts.
Product damage. I think.
No, these look like Eldritch Blasts, actually. As it takes its hands and holds them out, you watch as these sickly green, crackling energy just goes through the water directly over to you, Vincent.
For one time, I don't cast Sporting Bond.
Uh-huh.
The times I don't cast it, there's always something that
That's
happens,
needed.
and I'm
Hey,
just
we
like,
have the actual components for it now.
And they would actually hit Atlantica, not Vincent. So here's the first one. 13.
Miss.
22.
Hit.
It is 18 necrotic damage.
Aha, I was right.
I have resistance to the sword.
2 necrotic? Hey!
more.
Alright, yeah, 9 necrotic damage. And you are a target that is larger or smaller. Make a strength saving throw.
uh-oh.
Can't help you there. Sorry.
No.
Hurts a piece.
Okay, Dark Souls. Calm down.
8.
8. You fail.
Cool.
As the grave bolt, one of them just misses you. One of them hits you, and you feel the energy hit you. You watch this from the sea floor. This dark, shadowy tentacle spill upwards and wrap itself around you, as if spawned by the bolt on its own. And you are restrained. And now it's Eris's turn. He's gonna go bye. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Right here. Right here.
Who?
Right here.
Oh, they tripped.
Cool.
Ah, I'm so scared.
Class.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I am so glad that close to the mentor race, for whatever reason,
Give you swim speed. Hell yeah. Yeah, helps you swim.
Yep, and if you have a swimming speed, you don't get disadvantage on your attacks.
Hey.
So 4 attacks on that dude.
Go for it.
May or may not be hoping that these attacks will get rid of that thing that got you caught.
I'm fine if it doesn't.
Yeah. She can get herself
so
out.
19.
She's a big girl.
And 28.
19 and 28 hit.
And then
Just gives me extra attacks if-
You're like, I don't care.
14.
14 misses.
Alright, and
It
the
hits
third
its
one's
mage armor.
Third one's like much higher.
Yeah, that's fine. Just to let
I
you know,
assume I
a
don't
restrained
double
target
damage.
can use the action to repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a
I
success.
assume I don't double damage.
It is not a double. Don't you miss being Zephyr and it was fiends or undead?
16 plus 12. Still 28 damage.
Damn.
And if that thing is like a concentration based thing.
It's not. All right, top of the turn is Adkin.
Oh, make a con save.
You gonna stun him?
Yeah,
You gonna stun this boy?
I'm gonna try.
Pop its
God
head
damn.
I forgot about it because it never worked.
15.
But it worked.
Hey, stunned. These guys only have +1.
Good. I'm fighting things that have a plus that's bigger than my entire DC.
People we've learned.
What's your DC? 17. Oh, it has a plus 18. Sorry.
Well, yeah. This is the archdevils,
I
man.
think it's Mind Sliver. It's kind of nice because it takes off D4. So we did that last time with Stunning Strike.
If we could kill all of, I'm gonna tell you this, and I feel because I feel bad for Jacob, but I didn't tell you this. If we could kill all the legendary resistances off of an archdevil before killing them, we could capture them in a flask and make it our friend.
He looks over towards you, and he sees you, and he is going to, he's actually going to use his bonus action to disengage and move back a little bit. Strange how he knows how to do that. And he backs off about 5 feet with the turtle, and he looks over at you, and he holds out his hands once again.
Would he back up again to get out of the water elemental's range?
Oh yeah, he would move one this way. There you go. And he floats back over towards you and he says, "Then join me in death." And he points his hands forward over at you and he casts Blight. Make me a con save.
Counterspell.
Oh shit! Counterspell. You need to roll.
Sorry, I'm forgetting that I have things that I can do.
Yes!
Yeah, right? It's like when something fails enough times, you just forget you can
Oh
do it.
no.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
Not
What'd you get?
enough.
I had my modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Nope. It is not counterspelled. 12. Okay. Cool.
How did that work?
Zing! Just
I don't
doesn't
know,
work.
call it luck.
My turn? That's the end of this.
It's your turn.
Let's see if this works.
Kick his ass.
Kick it out.
Kick his ass, you guys.
This actually has double potentiality.
Oh, that's interesting. I actually kind of like that.
Missy Step.
Okay.
And I Missy Step out of
Yep.
these big things. So,
You misty step outside of the tentacles, and the dark tentacle just sinks back into the ocean floor.
and then just
Stab him.
backstab him.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, because you were only restrained, right?
18.
Not incapacitated.
18 hits.
I'm restrained, not incapacitated.
Yeah, because incapacitated would have meant that you couldn't take your action, but being restrained,
Mm-hmm.
that's fancy.
How the God has been playing Minecraft while we're streaming, and he found some diamonds.
Hey, congrats.
He also found 2 cats, and he named them Vincent and Curia.
Aww, that's so cute.
It's just like, I feel like somebody's named a cat after me.
I hate cats.
I'm sad. I
Vincent
really
loves
wanted Alphonse and Edward to be a boy and girl because I wanted to name them Vex and Vex.
I wanted to name them Curia and
Heck no.
39
Phelan.
damage.
Zaylin.
39
I was gonna
damage?
say Zaylin, and I was like, that's not right. That's weird.
Zay.
Mortal.
Zaylin.
Fei.
That would get you
Atkin is mortal.
stabbed.
You stab him once again. He should have totally had disadvantage on that attack towards you because he was blind. Sorry, but failed
That's
anyways.
fine.
It was a con save, so he just needed to kind of know where you were.
Make another con save and get blinded again
Okay,
potentially.
we would just kind of be kind of like,
How's a natural 20?
He's
That-
blinded.
He's still blinded.
Sorry, it's not a save at all. It just happens.
Kyria, it's your turn.
It's a spell-like
wow,
ability,
sorry,
so
I
it
got
just happens.
surprised.
Leave him for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just kind of like fair.
Water elemental.
It's gonna shoot this at her again.
Well-
Probably just gonna do it.
Okay.
Saku Logan.
I mean, we could be.
Is that actually
swim it up.
has the
Yeah,
Saku
you know.
Logan?
Yeah, you can swim up.
Cool. It'd be
I think
swim
it's
up
either
and
or.
angle down.
Yeah,
So who's
yeah,
on
yeah.
that Sahu
You're good.
Wagon? Jack says Sahu Wagon.
18.
Yep.
Oh, that went far. Oh, it's low.
Low.
5, 6, 9, 17 damage.
Awesome. Looking pretty rough. Water elemental.
Sees the wrath of the angel over there.
Guess I'll go this way.
And he's gonna go into his space.
Oh shit!
How?
What does that do?
He needs to make a strength save.
He is stunned.
That's a. He's fucking can't do shit. Automatically fails.
He automatically fails.
You just stun him,
So he
and then you
takes-
send the whirlpool at him. He's just like, he's like spinning.
So he takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning
He
damage.
is grappled. He is also restrained, and I assume he can breathe water.
Yes,
Okay. He doesn't need to breathe.
he's just spinning really fast.
Yeah.
He's like a toilet.
the washer.
Yeah.
The bludgeoning damage was his brain hitting his skull because of how fast he's spinning.
What's left of it?
Yeah.
And then at the start of its turn, it'll take damage again,
Okay.
and it can make the save each time on its turn.
This guy's going.
Just noped out of here.
Yep. Vincent.
Erebus, they're scary.
Is there a range to how far?
A minute or
Yeah.
or until they're damaged.
Okay.
I'm going to magic missile. Second level.
So who we can?
Sahuagin guy.
So I'm walking.
That's more fun to say.
I just
Sahuagin.
I just keep wanting to put the Sahuagin like phrase into the freaking Christmas song in
13.
Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
18
Yeah.
damage.
18 damage to the one that they're fighting.
The Sahuagin.
He is dead.
He's just
You
spinning
blast
inside
him and
the
he's just
elemental.
spinning and he turns into a bunch of bits and it's like a blender. His bits just go, and just go everywhere.
Ew.
Little blood
Why
clot.
would you
That
do
one
that
is
when
gone.
it's so close to me?
It did.
That one's gone. Mermaid's gone.
Oh.
Class.
Wow. It is a.
I'm gonna
I
hold.
can't
Hang on one second, guys. My mom's calling me. Oh,
Maybe it is.
never mind. I really wanted her to be on the stream. That would have been fun.
I'm gonna go up to here. I'm gonna
Hey,
hold
mom, you're
my.
on stream.
I'm gonna hold my action
didn't hear you say
to
Marvel.
chase
I
him
heard
down
something
and
totally
attack him
different. I was like, I don't
if
need
he
to
gets
say
away from Atlantica.
Okay.
Because Atlantica is really upset that
Atkin, he is going to
you self
Turn. and his eyes stop glowing. And he looks over at you. Atlantica? And he reaches out towards you.
Can I roll insight on that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have now? Like a 20 plus 20?
Yeah.
It doesn't change wisdom, which is what insight is.
You have a 20 wisdom now?
No,
No,
I have
I'm
20
s-
charisma.
There's like a bonus to the insight
Oh,
from
right,
this.
So you get bonus to it. Oh yeah. What's that? I think I get like advantage or something.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, hold on. Let me check.
Yeah, I remember being frightened by your insight.
You're just like, oh no.
I can never tell her
But I
why
like to
again.
lie.
Juicy, while holding his sword, you get advantage on wisdom checks.
Awesome.
Wisdom insight checks.
Okay.
So,
It's like,
not all
Oh,
wisdom.
wisdom. I have learned how to be better at surviving with this sword. Nice.
It's a 26.
Holy
Not
fuck.
only do you get that this is actually him, you gather that Erebus has brought back what little she could just to torment you. He looks over at you, not pretending. This is him. And he looks out at you, his eyes kind of just sullen. And he looks down, he's just confused as he just looks up. He says, I thought I... And he just holds out his hand towards you.
I'm gonna, like, have my crossbow in my offhand, but...
And he kind of like breathes inwards again as he grabs you, and he just slowly, he watches his eyes begin to fade. He's like, no.
I'll see you again.
And he just floats, motionless.
Bring him back.
I think it's been too long, class.
Fuck!
Not like that. Has it been less than a year since it died?
Yes.
He's dead. You're out of combat. There seems to be no other attackers.
We're just all having a moment. He's just like, what do?
Thank you. Do you want to leave now?
I serve you.
Okay. Well, you only served me for about, I don't know, 48 more minutes.
I grab onto Ekman's body.
Okay.
I can't bring him back.
You can't?
I don't think you would be able to.
Once they're undead, they're past what I can do.
I'll bring the body back into my dad's office and I just get out.
What about a
Okay.
wish?
You take it, you go upwards, and you lay him out. The wounds from the creature still on him. Not too disturbed, other than the two piercing points that you had given from the sword of Zariel. He lies there motionless, eyes closed. I assume you guys are all here.
Mhm.
Right. Oh, okay. No.
Just no.
Sorry. He doesn't know your situation. He would send back a very, like...
I know. A Klaus answer.
Mm-hmm.
Asshole.
And almost instantaneous. You're like, dang.
I got it ready.
Yeah.
Fucker.
If you could be level 20. There is something to bring him back, but
I'm not counting on it. He died. We couldn't bring him back then. I'm not expecting to bring him back again. I just want his soul to be at rest. I want to deal with the bitch who's trying to use him to torment me.
oh, she went in those tunnels. Do you know more about it?
I haven't been in there.
Ever?
Not much. No. Stayed in the city, except for fair excursions.
So we'll just have to prepare for anything.
That, or we could deal with the undead problem itself.
She has the wand.
Yeah, she is the problem.
And let's deal with that. And that's
This is
If we get that wand, maybe
We
we
can
can
undo it all.
undo it.
this is not your problem, but you tell us what you want to do. What I'm saying is lead the way.
if everyone agrees with that,
Sure.
Yes.
then into the tunnels we go.
You guys set off to make your way into the tunnels to find Erebus. Stop her. A little early, but that's where we're going to end tonight's game. I'm really tired. We did a lot of moving today, so we're going to be done. It's also a damn good place to stop. So.
Jacob, we're not getting in before combat?
No, actually, we're going to have a nice, kind of relaxed end
Wow.
here
I'm not
of
gonna-
emotional trauma.
Relax. Re-fucking-relax. Sure.
Bullshit.
I told you I was going to do more with your people.
Oh, I know.
Thank you guys for joining us for tonight's game. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the donations too, and of course all of our patrons.
Are we gonna do a whole like little Q&A thing?
We might not right now, but like maybe we might start doing that at a different time, little like Q&A thing. I'll figure it out once we move the whole stream over because we're gonna get that.
That'd make it a lot easier.
I also need a man who just goes to Saltmarsh and Tesseract and all the
And
other
the
stuff. So.
podcast.
Jacob.
And the podcast.
Cal the God is ready to fight you.
You want to go, Caligon?
Hey, he said he plays Overwatch. You guys can 1v1.
No, I would kill you too much.
Ooh, that overconfidence.
As Hanzo.
That explains everything.
No, I'm shit at Overwatch. I'm just kidding.
I can play like.
Thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. We love you guys too. Love that. We're almost at 20K subs, which is really, really freaking cool.
That's crazy.
And this has just been super fun. So we'll see you next week on another episode. Hopefully we can all play next week, right?
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
great. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, no,
Or
hold
tomorrow
on.
for Tesseract, maybe.
We'll see you tomorrow for Tesseract if you want to join us.
I might not be here.
Well, we kind of can't play without our...
I have to.
Now we can do a Q&A next week.
Yes.
No, we'll decide.
That'd
But
be fun.
we'll see you guys next time. That's the end of the stream.
Oh, shit.